Hey Aries, welcome to your September 2024 quick read. So we're going to go ahead and hop into these cards. As y'all can see, I have a little bit of a different setup and a different deck. This here says, what's the tea? And this deck is normally about like the tea on a situation, or like if you're just trying to get clarity about something. But this month I used it on you, right? So we can see what it's about and see what's going on with you this month. And then, of course, we have the 3 tarot cards here giving you the overview of your month, things that you will experience this month. Also, keep in mind, if it don't apply, let it fly. And sometimes you just need to wait a couple weeks before it hit, okay? Before you go commenting that it don't apply. Let it marinate. All right. So let's go ahead and get into these cards. First card out is the Ace of Pentacles. Cute. Love to see it. Second card out is the King of Swords in reverse. Okay, and then we also have the Six of Cups in reverse. Interesting. Alrighty. And then your oracle card for the month is Unfazed. This is what's the tea on you this month. This is the energy you're giving this month, or maybe the energy that you need to be giving. Okay, so off the bat, looking at these cards, obviously with the Ace of Pentacles, we're starting something new, maybe in the financial realm. Also expand that a little bit. It's just a seed that you want to put in the ground. Maybe there's a financial opportunity. Maybe someone comes up to you and they want to, I don't know, they want to make something real that was once maybe a dream before. Maybe you want to do this, okay? Maybe you want to be more practical, and there are certain, little pieces and schedules that you're putting together so that you can make something happen. Because it doesn't always have to be finances despite the coin, but it may center around the coin this month, okay? So we're starting new projects, we're getting inspired, and we're actually doing something, though. We're actually trying to plant the seed. Like, it's material at this point, right? But then we have this King of Swords in reverse. So someone's kind of manipulative. More so what I'm picturing is someone who's a little bit of like an arrogant head case or just a little bit like also controlling. I don't know. So this can be someone that you experience this month, and it could be an air sign, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. Does not have to be. But it also could be an energy that you are giving, right? But we'll get into that more in a second. And then we have the Six of Cups. Six of Cups energy in reverse is more kind of like the past coming back to haunt you. Situations like that. Maybe you're stuck on past decisions, not sure about your decisions, things of that nature. Dealing with regret. For some of you, maybe wanting to be in a different timeline or missing a different part of your life, okay? With this Unfazed, and honestly several other cards that came out with it, like we have Queen Rising that came out, stepping into your power, Praise coming up, Spotlight, other cards that came out, Fishing for Comments, okay? Back to that talking piece and portion, Screenshot, Getting Evidence, Proof, Facts, Drama Starter, what? Cock Blocking, what? Fake Smiles, okay? So these are all the cards that I kind of going into this, and I wanted to leave them because honestly, Aries, you've been on a come up for a while. There may be some areas in your life where you're doing exceptionally well at. Now, you may disagree with me and say, Shay, I'm not where I want to be, and you may not be, but you are doing better than a lot of people. I ain't gonna lie to you. Or maybe it's appearing that way, right? Queen, King, Rising. You're stepping into your power. You're coming up. Maybe you decided to stop playing and, started to get into your work and get into the things that you want to do. And I'm going to be honest with you, Aries. I feel like there may be somebody coming around trying to sow the seed of doubt, maybe even pretending to be a friend. Honestly, this feels like someone from the past I just heard for somebody, an energy that you're familiar with, right? So like, let's say back in the day you had a friend and a friend behaved a certain way. You may meet someone or be interacting with someone this month where they have the exact same energy, or they're putting you in the exact same situation. And so it's almost in your best interest to stay unfazed, to stay on your goal, right? To keep stepping in your power, because this person is trying to either A, distract you, or B, maybe feed off you, or maybe like for some of you, they're looking for information. They're trying to find out what they can so that they can kind of block. Now I know this says cock blocking, but that can be whatever. That can be blocking your blessings. That can be blocking you from getting it done. I don't really necessarily get that they want what you have, more than I just think that they want to get in the way. For some of you, I think this person just has been feeling away for a while, especially with this fake smiles. They may have been a friend or been in your life somehow, some way at some point. But they're not as happy about your success as they appear. or they're just not like they're not who they say they are. Like for some of you, it may not even be a jealousy situation or a friend situation. It could be like a boss. It could be someone in your life where they're smiling because they kind of have to, but they don't really care for your character or care for what you have going on. So they might be trying to, so like be careful about that. Or, you know, maybe it's something that you're watching already, you know, getting that evidence, getting those proof, getting the facts, making sure you're on your P's and Q's, because I think you stepping up and coming into your spotlight as you're supposed to is kind of bothering the folks, okay? So just be careful about that. But I think, because this more so feels external than it feels internal, because you very well may be, you know, up to something this month, Aries. But I don't sense that. I don't sense that you're trying to be manipulative or harmful in the month of September, or at least not intending to be. This feels like someone externally that you have to deal with. So be careful about that. But it seems like a pretty easy month. Again, trying to stay unfazed, even though you might be getting hate, even though you may notice somebody's little smart mouth, even though there might be a little drama or a little stress at work or stress with this person or that work person. You may decide to take the side of just minding your business and being happy. And I know that's right. So let's get into your career, actually, and see what's going on with the money. Okay, what's going on with this Ace of Pentacles? What does Aries need to know about their career and finances in the month of September, Spirit? Make it abundantly clear. What are they experiencing in their finances? Watch. It's time to profit, divine timing, seize the moment. Career, waiting period, temp work, and laid off. Clarity. Anything else? What does Aries need to know about their career and finances in September? Clover. Lucky break, gamble, good fortune, chance. Careers can be finance, outdoors, risky business, and surprises. So to sum this up really quickly, Aries, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know, I be trying to make these really 10 minutes. So essentially, there's something that you've been sitting on, and it's time to get it going. Okay, it's time to seize the moment. You may, like I said, it may come right to your doorstep. You may not even have to do anything. We do end our Mercury retrograde at the end of August. I think it's the 27th. Do not quote me. Something like that. 25th, 24th, something like that. We end the retrograde, and while we're still in the pre-shadow period, I get this feeling that in September, the floodgates kind of open opportunity-wise. Whatever was stuck, it's like you get it, right? The opportunity comes in. You know what you want. It's like you're already taking action because you know. So it's like seize that moment. I highly advise that if you feel the push to do. Something about this time is very special for you, and you'll see results from it. It will be your lucky break if you just go for it. You're really great, Aries. I just want to aside, you're really great. You're really good at what you do. And even if you're not good at it, quote unquote, like you're not perfect at it yet, you have so much potential that it's just a matter of just not thinking so hard about it, right? Like just post it, just do it, just show up, just, you know, and you'll make the best out of it when you get there. But you gotta get there. You gotta go first, right? So seize that moment. It's time to make some money. It's time to you know, get back on your job if you haven't been. For somebody, I just heard that you may make the decision to either leave your job or take like a sabbatical or something of that nature that may come up. Just to give yourself time to focus on what you want to focus on. That may not be for all of you. That may be for someone specific. So if it don't apply, let it fly. Okay, but you definitely have some good fortune and good money. And also don't just limit it to money this month, Aries, because maybe the money's the same, but the opportunities are lit, right? So keep an open mind about what that may mean for your career and your finances. Okay, let's get into your love life real quick. What does Aries need to know about their love and relationships in the month of September, Spirit? Make it abundantly clear. What are they experiencing in love? Cool with whatever. Okay. Living in the now, casual to no commitment. What else is going on in Aries' love life? Ooh, child. And you know what? At first I was going to put them back. You know what? I am. Because those kind of slid out of my hands, and I don't like that. What does Aries need to know about their love and relationships in September 2024? Spirit, one card. What are they experiencing in their relationships? Okay. Y'all saw that friend zone come out earlier, right? So here it is again. Make it abundantly clear. Okay. For my single Aries in general, you may be chilling. You may not really be paying too much attention to relationships. I feel like I've been telling you or another sign that for months, honey. Y'all are not paying too much attention to relationships, and not in a way where you're being neglectful. It's just more of like, I'm gonna let go and let God. If you are involved with somebody, it's probably pretty chill, pretty standard. For somebody specific, if you're in like a situationship-ish type of situation, you may have stopped fussing with them about it. You know, because at one point you may have been trying to like figure them out and ask questions and see why they're acting that way or this way or whatever. But I think you may have decided or will decide in September to let it go and just trust the process. And like I said, it may be no commitment situation. Now, whether that's you or them, that may be like the outcome by the end of September. It's just, maybe I should just mind my business. Also, a lot of you may be friend zoning the heck out of some folks. I ain't gonna lie to you. And neither here nor there. I think you may have a lot of friendships that blossom and maybe spend a lot of time with a lot of people that you are interested in, romantically and platonically. But specifically because of that friend zone, I sense that some of you may be friend zoning people like left and right. Like you haven't quite found what you're looking for. So you're just like, oh, you know what? I'll just focus on friends. I'll focus on authenticity, right? And focus on just expanding that part of your life for various reasons. Again, especially if whoever this is, this little toxic person comes in. Because this person doesn't feel like someone that you would normally deal with. This feels like someone that maybe you've talked to briefly and gotten to know briefly, or like maybe they're trying to get to know you and it just went south. I don't know. It just odd energy, right? And because we're in that post-retrograde period, we're not in the clear. That means some exes, some past people may try to come back. And if this is somebody from the past and you've already dealt with their foolishness and they're trying to manipulate you, they're trying to have you question your mind, or maybe they're trying to control you mentally, careful about that, okay? Don't let them back in if you haven't already learned your lessons. Try not to live in regret about any of the decisions that you've made before, okay? You know what you were doing. You know why you did it, okay? So now it's just time to move forward and see, you know, what's best for you, okay, my love? Thank you so much for watching this reading, Aries. I hope this resonated for you or just provided some clarity. If it has, please go ahead and leave your girl a like or a comment below, and have an amazing day in September. Bye. Hey Taurus, welcome to your quick read for September 2024. We're gonna go ahead and push these out. As you can see, I have some new oracle cards up here. This deck is called the What's the Tea deck. If I can pick it up, girl. Anywho, the What's the Tea deck, and it's pretty much normally used for kind of like figuring out situation. What's the tea? What's going on with this person and what that situation? But I decided to use it on you today, so we're gonna go ahead and get into that. So the first card that we have here is in their head, overthinking, stressed, overanalyzing. That person reminds me of an actor so bad, and I cannot think of it. And if I do figure it out, I will put it on the screen. If I don't, then I won't. And then we have travel. Okay, yes. So you guys may be overstressed, overthinking it this month. We'll find out about what with these tarot cards. But yeah, that's something you're overthinking about, overstressing about, overanalyzing. I don't really feel stress as much as I think that there's some overthinking. Okay, and then travel. Maybe you're overthinking about your travel. Maybe trying to figure out what's the next trip. You know what I mean? So we'll see. Let's get into your tarot cards. We have Page of Swords, Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. The Fool. So cute. And the Hanged Man. I'm sorry, the Hanged One is in this deck, but it's the Hanged Man to me. This is actually a pretty decent spread, Taurus. It feels like you guys are starting something new, maybe a new beginning, learning new things, getting curious, feeling restless, and wanting to like discover and adventure and, you know, seeing what the potential of situations are in your life. The only thing is, just like with this in your head card, it's crazy how that just synced up. You may be overthinking it. You may be trying to control it, and maybe even doing a little bit of self-sabotage by holding on to the past, holding on to the way things used to be or the way that you normally function. So that may be something that comes up in the month of September. It's kind of this like iffy energy is the word that I'm hearing. Like, okay, I know I want to do these things. I am curious about these things. I am excited about these things. But, and the question is, what's that but about, right? Why are we saying but? Okay, Taurus. Again, some of you may be interested in traveling. For some reason, their clothes really stick out for me. So maybe you get a new wardrobe. You start trying on new clothes. For somebody specific, I heard that you're trying a new style. Or trying a style that you've always had, right? But you just never maybe wore some of the pieces to certain places. And now you're being You're expressing that. And that's so random, so that might be for somebody specific. If it don't apply, let it fly. But I wanted to mention that. That may be something that you do. A new hair color, new clothes, new something. And you decide, you know what, I'm going to try this out. And it may be scary for you because in not only earth sign fashion, but in fixed sign fashion, you are really used to doing things how you like to do them. You like your comfort, you like your security, you like your routine. And so doing something new may feel exhilarating for you this month, right? Like you're excited, you want to, for sure. But then there's a part of you that's like, maybe I should just stick to what I know. Maybe I should just stay here even though I hate it. Maybe I'm already being pulled in this new direction, right? But I'm like still trying to be stubborn about it and stay where I'm at, and you know what I mean, just stay in this weird iffy place. You don't have to do that. Okay? So encourage yourself to get out of your head, encourage yourself to get out of your comfort zone. This travel card, while I do think that some of you either are traveling or have just traveled, I also think that some of you are kind of expanding your horizons when I see this card. Maybe you're going to new places, you're seeing new people. Because like when you travel, you're out of your element, right? You're not where you normally are. And I think that's something that you may be doing this month, Taurus. And that can be in the smallest ways. I think when we hear these readings, we think like something monumental is going to happen. Sometimes it's just as simple as like you get a new task at work and it's completely over your head. But you're learning and you like it and it's fun, or it's you feel like you're making a difference. And I think that's the important part. Okay, my love? So let's get into your career and finances. Let's see where the money at, okay? What's going on with Taurus's finances in September 2024? Two cards. What is going on with Taurus's finances in September? Light bulb, lucrative ideas, new income source. What I just say? Inspiration. Wow. Inspiration with the Page of Swords. We got ideas. Okay. Career could be entrepreneur, new job, creative work. One more. What is going on with the Zodiac sign Taurus's career and finances? Anchor, money blocks, being stuck, financially sound. Okay. Careers could be water related, travel. That's crazy. And then stable for now. Wow. Okay. That's so much confirmation. It's crazy. So, I mean, it could read itself at this point. Okay, Taurus, you may have a new idea. You may have a new job prospect. Maybe there's something you're inspired by. For some of you, it's school. I know when we see the Page of Swords, we always sort of think of school because of their learning intellectual nature. But I think some of you may decide to go to school, or you may learn a new skill. Because again, sometimes it don't have to be school. It could be just that you get a mentor, someone starts to teach you something. And side note, I do apologize if you guys hear any background noises. I'm trying to get these done and neighbors just don't care. So I'm so sorry. But yeah, so that's pretty much essentially what's going on, Taurus, is you getting into your inspiration bag and trying to see how we can make that work. Especially for somebody specific, if money's been weird anyway, slow, or you're not making enough where you are, you made, okay, forget it. I'm gonna get this business off the ground because I can't. Or I'm gonna work over here with so and so because they say they can give me some extra cash. Or again, you just inspired to do something new. I'm not gonna take this job as seriously. I'm gonna go do something else, or I'm gonna apply for a new job. It doesn't even have to be money related. It's just if you're feeling stuck, you need to do something that expands your energy, right? Like it makes you want to do more with your life. For somebody, I just heard find your purpose. Use your purpose very specifically. So that may be something that comes up. For somebody specifically, you may feel stuck paying for something, specifically a funeral or like a family expense. So your money kind of gets tied up trying to help them. That may be something that occurs this month. And for most of you, you're fine. Like most of you, money may be okay. Like it'll do. But you may want more, and if it's not that you want more money, you may want more. You may want to do more of what makes you happy. Okay, so it's like okay, yeah, the money's good, but I would love to do X, Y, Z. Okay. And again, we have that travel. For some of you, it could be a cruise. Doesn't have to be. And for some of you, you're not going in September, but you're planning for something soon. Okay, like you're already in the works to planning something. Okay, what else? Let me see if I see anything else. That's all I'm seeing, Taurus. So let's get into your love and relationships. What will Taurus experience in their relationships in September 2024? Spirit guys, make it abundantly clear what the Taurus is made in their relationships in the month of September. Interesting. All type of cards tried to come out for you all. So we have Girl with Popcorn, going out in excess, escapism, little regard for consequence, creating a mess, not paying attention. Mall crawl. On the hunt, retail therapy, meeting at the mall, pleasantly surprised, happy, fine. I don't know, one of these cards felt like they wanted to come out. I'm trying to see. I guess not. I'm not gonna add anything more. But I think you guys are, for some of you, you are recently single or are single or have been for a while. So I think I'm sensing for some of you going on dates, or you're on the hunt, literally, quite literally. You may be back on dating apps, or maybe you're just in an energy of putting yourself out there. You may not be actively seeking anything, but you may have an energy of like, I'm open to it if it happens. So that may be something that's on your mind this month. For somebody specifically, like, did I mention clothes? Like, I keep picturing this person that's like, I'm gonna do my hair different, I'm gonna wear my clothes different, I'm gonna, like, it's like you polishing up for something. And it may not just be for dating, but it may be that you're just ready for a new wardrobe, or you're ready to kind of grow or change in that area, right? So that may be something that comes up as well. But I'm sensing like dressing up for a specific event. Like, it's somebody's wedding and you want to have a nice dress. It's somebody's something and you want to look real bad when you go. Like, that's that sort of thing. Okay? But there is kind of like a issue here. Okay? Someone's making a mess out of things. Give me a second, you all. For some of you, it feels like for some of you, it is you. Maybe it is going out too much. Maybe it is being too worried about external things. Because sometimes it's not about going out more than it's like you always feel like you have to be at someone else's house. You always got to be doing something. Like almost distracting self from really addressing what's going on the inside. Relationship or not. Right? Like, it's like I'm so worried about transforming myself that I may not be worried about the home, the relationship, the things, what's going on inside with me and my emotions, things of that nature. So that may be something that comes up as well. Specifically, I'm hearing haven't learned their lesson with you, or haven't learned their lesson. It's something about that. Like, maybe this is someone from the past, or maybe this is even you. You realize that you or them haven't necessarily grown from the last experience that you had with them. So that may be the conclusion you come to, or it may be the experience that you have with them this month. Okay, my love? But that is all I'm saying for you, Taurus. I hope this resonated and or will resonate later in the month. And I hope you have an amazing day. Bye, my love. Hey, Gemini, welcome to your September 2024 read. As you can see, we have a new oracle deck here, and it's called the What's the Tea deck. Okay, because what's the tea? Essentially, this deck is more so like if you're trying to pick up on, some type of situation, etc. But this time, I'm going to use it on you to see what's your tea this month. So, the first card out is legal issues, court, judges, immigration, lawyers, etc. And then I also, like, a bunch of other cards came out, so I'm going to just read them to you. Cyberbully, you are being bullied online. Or they has suffered from it. Spiritual hater. Hates on your spirituality, light, magic, power. Excuse me, y'all. And haunted. Memories, flashback, trauma, side effects. Okay? And I may not keep those there the whole reading. I just want to have them out so you guys can look them over first. Sorry, y'all. I had to wait till Bigfoot upstairs sat down. Anywho, so let's get into it. Off the bat, just looking at these cards, it feels like there's a lot of things coming up on the back end for you. It's giving very much karmic energy in the month of September, but don't think that's bad automatically. I just think that some things may be coming up for you, whether that be people bringing up their problems with you, or you bringing up your problems with other people. Maybe you feel a little like, not haunted, but haunted is a good word, because you may get like memories of stuff. Somebody might remind you, oh, remember when you used to do this, something. But be careful about it, because I think sometimes something that I'm picking up is that you've changed, but someone may be still brewing over like a past behavior of yours or who you used to be. On the back end though, this may be you. So we'll see what your cards say. But that may be something that comes up and you realize that, you know, someone sees you're doing better or well, or you're doing something different and they're like, oh, you're still the same person. Or maybe you're looking at somebody and you're like, oh, they think they're all that, or whatever the case may be. First tarot card out is the Page of Pentacles. Earth sign energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. Okay, there you go. Knight of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. Again, Queen of Swords. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So these may be signs that are relevant to you this month. They do not have to be, but they come up. Okay. So all things considered, right? With this Page of Pentacles, we are talking about non-commitment. Even with the Knight of Swords, we're talking about like not finishing things and kind of rushing the process a little bit. Okay. And with both of those, you may be a little unfocused this month. You may be a little scattered. For some of you, I feel like you may be trying to make strides forward, but you feel like you keep getting pushed back. Every time you make a step, it's like something goes wrong. And it doesn't have to be the worst thing in the world. It could be, you know, you try to get a promotion at work, but some crazy situation causes you to not be able to get that promotion. Or you try to save some money and then something crazy happens and you can't save the money anymore. It just may seem like you're taking the steps, but something kind of pushes you steps backwards, okay? And that may be very frustrating this month. Something else that's coming up too, and when I see this legal issues card, while some of you may be dealing with the law this month or having to go to court, or for some of you specifically, a degree keeps popping up in my mind. You may be trying to get your degree and there may be like some weird school restrictions around what you're doing. So I guess legal in an academic way. You're trying to write a dissertation, you're trying to write a paper, you're trying to do something, and then maybe like some red tape comes up or like something goes wrong and you're like, okay, I'm not getting where I want to go. Something specific too that keeps coming up is like you've learned from the past, you've learned from your past mistakes, like we were talking about earlier. You know, even with the legal issues, even if you are in court, you may very well have learned from that situation, but somebody may still be holding you to it, right? You may still feel like you're under that pressure, or vice versa. Maybe you're putting this on somebody else, but you're learning from it, you're trying to move forward, and it may feel like a little frustrating because you're not getting where you're going. I do think you are making progress in a sense where you are trying to do things differently. I just wonder if the environment around you is promoting that. Okay, that's the best way to say it. Also, specifically, be sure to use your words wisely this month. I feel like someone, honestly, they may be coming at you sideways. I'm not gonna lie. For some of you, it may be online, like we saw with the cyberbully card earlier. They may be coming at you online and maybe calling you this or that. For somebody, it's like you're an influencer, or maybe you post a piece of content and like you may get a hate comment or something like that. Don't give it that much energy, right? Don't let you spiral. Even if what they say might have a little truth to it, a little spice to it, don't let it seep in and take you away from what you're doing, because they just hating. Just doing some hating. Okay, but also be careful about what you say. And specifically for somebody, if you have to write or type something that's going to be reviewed by another person, again, whether that's a text message, email, letter, careful. Just make sure that you're not including personal things within something that should be more so like professional or fact-based. Okay, because like I guess I'm getting like personal slander. So like if you have to write a professional letter, let's say you're cursing out your professor, like there's a way to curse them out, quote unquote, without saying like I hate your toupee. Like you know what I'm saying? Like let's stay away from personal attacks. Let's just keep it very, you know, about the subject. Anywho, so let's get into this career and finances. Let's see what's going on. What's holding you back? What's going on with Gemini's career and finances in the month of September? Spirit, make it abundantly clear for me. These cards are falling off the bone for y'all. Ring, financial commitments, long-term investment. Careers could be a partnership of some sort, working together, fulfilling career. Butterfly, sudden change. I said spending change. Sudden change, frivolous spending, short-term loan. You could be in arts, movement, working temporary jobs, and then do something fun for work. And then we have frame, steady income, organizing, accomplishments. Career could be art and design, again with that art. Home oriented, self-employed. Okay, so you guys are making some sort of commitment. It's funny that that's there, because even with the Page of Pentacles, when we're in reverse with Page of Pentacles, we're not putting something in the ground. We're not trying to commit to the thing that we want to do. we're actually kind of trying to run away from it. We know what it requires, but we're not really doing it. So I feel like, again, this may be where that commitment piece I was talking about earlier comes from. Maybe you're trying to commit and you're ready to go all in, and you've put in the work and you're ready to see the rewards, but maybe somebody else isn't. Maybe they're changing, moving things quickly. What I just heard was moving the goalpost. So you're ready to commit, but the person, the people, the circumstances, the environment, the school, the job, they're not ready to commit. On the other hand, you may change your mind this month. You may have committed to something and now you're wanting to shift it, or maybe you're not as focused as you were when you originally started out. It's more so about what you're putting into it and how dedicated you are to it, even if it's stressing you the heck out or just not going the way you want it to go, or boring you. Let's keep it real. Like, if it's just really boring the heck out of you, that may be something too. Okay, some of you could be into, like, your career may be very artsy, like some type of art, design, home design. And a lot of you may be like, even if you work a 9 to 5, you may have some sort of side business or some type of side career that you're really into, that you're trying to either get off the ground or just get more organized with as well. Like I said, I think you have the right idea, Gemini. I just wonder if your environment is conducive to what you're trying to do. Okay, or if it's stable. That's a better word. And that can look like a lot of things. When we hear stability, we think money and like foundation. But for some of you, it could just be like I said, you're trying to do something, but somebody else is constantly getting in your way. Like me, I'm trying to film these YouTube videos, and somebody upstairs, footworking. You know what I mean? Like, it could be something like that, like something small, but it's consistent and annoying. Okay, so let's get into your love and relationships. What's going on with my Geminis and their relationships in September? What is Gemini experiencing? Just 2 cards, Spirit, in their love and relationships. One more. What are the Geminis experiencing in their romantic relationships or their relationships overall? Teasing. Y'all got a couple cards. I said 2. They gave me a million. Flirtatious, having a crush. Playing, having fun, keeping it airy, enjoying each other's, joking around. Excuse me, y'all. I be saying excuse me like I'm bumping y'all in real life. Who's walking who? Control, power issues, resistant, unenthusiastic, being led on, getting pulled, overworked. Blast from the past. Someone, something, situation from the past, returns, nostalgia out of the blue, older. Okay, and I want you to listen to this very open-minded, Gemini, because I'm sensing that what I'm going to say may be a platonic situation or it may be romantic. But I think if you're a single Gemini, you may be mingling. There may be someone that you have a crush on who has a crush on you. But there's a little bit of a control issue going on between you two. Both of you may be playing a lot of games. I just heard the word elusive. I just heard yanking your chain. So there's a lot of, like, we're saying things, but we're not doing things. We're tiptoeing around hanging out, but we're not really hanging out. Like, there's a lot of that going on. This can also be, again, a platonic relationship, a friendship. I do feel like this is someone that you may have entertained in the past or had an interest in the past. Again, keep in mind, we're coming out of retrograde. We're in the pre-shadow period. So that happens. And a lot of the times, unless things are talked about and like really thoroughly handled, they just end up repeating themselves or ending as quickly as they began. So keep that in mind. Okay? Keep that in mind. That may be something that you're experiencing, especially in the beginning of September, going into the middle of September. Otherwise, it's pretty fun. It's the power issues. It's the playing. Someone's playing. Someone's hot. Someone's cold. Someone's leading someone on. They're not really fully serious because they're stuck in this energy of enjoying their time. At best, or I guess maybe at worst, there's a control issue. you know. So it's like maybe you both like see, like I get that someone may be really into the other person or really interested in the other person, or both of you are interested, but there's like someone just can't let go of control long enough for this relationship to blossom. Okay, so that may have a problem. And then someone may revisit you. I know we were just talking about the past here, but someone may come up from the past. They might want to talk, and it may be actually an enjoyable conversation. So that may be fun as well. Again, be careful about what you're saying. Be careful about like I guess digging things up just to entertain yourself, because that may be a bad thing. Something I'm picturing is like if you're in a relationship and an old friend comes around and they happen to be the opposite sex. Like maybe some subjects are off limits. You know what I mean? Like stuff like that. But otherwise it seems pretty innocent and pretty fun, and you're having a great month relationship wise. Okay, my love? But that's all I'm saying for you, Gemini. I hope this resonated for you, and if it ain't resonating now, it may resonate middle of the month, so keep an eye out. I hope you're having an amazing day. Bye. Hi, Cancer. Welcome to your September 2024 reading. So as you can see, we have some new cards. This is the What's the Tea Oracle deck. And essentially, it typically is meant to give the tea on like other situations or other people. But I'm going to use it on you this month. Just to see what it says for some fun. Okay, so I'm going to start with these. The first card is Moving On. Thank you. Next. Love that. Crying over you. Sad, hurt, upset, etc. Come on, Cancer, now. We got to beat the allegations. We got to beat the allegations. We can't just be crying, honey. And then we have Reflecting. Cute. Okay, so far, I mean, not so far so good, but so far it looks like we may be moving on from a situation. It hurt us, it upset us, it stressed us, and now we're reflecting over it. For some of you, it may not be that though, because I'm feeling like for some of you, this may be how someone else is feeling about you this month. And don't just think romantic, right? Like this can be anything. You may have moved on, glowed up, decided that you don't care anymore, and now there's kind of like a processing happening, right? Maybe they've come back, or you've seen some evidence of them trying to apologize to you, or some evidence of them feeling some type of way, and you know, I don't know, feeling, you know, just bringing it up. Somehow it comes up, especially with us coming out of this retrograde and going into the post retrograde period. There's some reflecting going on over a situation that you've had to move on from. Even for the people who are in relationships, this can be a previous misunderstanding, an argument, a long-standing, I don't want to call it a problem, but I guess situation in your relationship where now we're moving on from it. We've gotten everything out, all our feelings out, and now we're just kind of in that calm period afterward. But let's see what the tarot cards say. So first card out, Two of Cups. That's crazy. Come on. Yeah. Two of Cups. Connection. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. This did do a flippy flip, so I'm going to read it upright though. Seven of Pentacles and upright. And then we have the Lovers in reverse. Interesting. I just heard ending just as quickly as it started. So some of you, matching up with these cards, some of you may have or have had. Now, mind you, we're reading the month of September, but that doesn't mean that feelings or experiences from the past can't come up. So keep an open mind, and remember if it don't apply, let it fly. Y'all know what I say. So for some of you, a situation, a connection or relationship could have began for you and then ended just as quickly, especially if someone just didn't want to do the work, gave up too quick, got annoyed too quick, whatever the case may be, and then the situation ended, and or there was some miscommunication, some problems, okay? So that may be something that's on your mind, or that happens in the month of September. Again, ending just as quickly as it began is the quote that I heard. Now, on the opposite end of you, this doesn't have to be romantic. You could have met a new friend. You could be connecting with somebody. Maybe this person has already been in your life, but now like the relationship is evolving. You guys are having more conversations. You guys are talking more. So that may be something that comes up. For some reason with this moving on card, I just have to say, I just think there's like a natural progression, right? Like even if this is a person moving on from you, or that you moving on from them, outside of that, I think, Cancer, you are growing and becoming something different in September. But I also want to say that, again, that doesn't mean that it doesn't come with hurt. That doesn't mean that it doesn't come with reflection. It doesn't mean that it doesn't come with hard parts. You know what I mean? Like sometimes like growth can be painful, and we all know that, right? So I just wanted to mention that. So that may be something that goes on as well. Okay, when we're reading Seven of Pentacles upright, there's a pause, there's a reflection, there's gratitude. We still want to see the fruits of our labor. We're kind of watching paint dry, watching the plant grow, but we're also kind of grateful because look at that beautiful plant. Look at what we've created. I'm proud of that, right? So that may be something that you experience in the month of September or have experienced. I am doing this late August, so it very well may be that you were in that energy and it kind of carries into September, where there's this kind of reflection of like, okay, look how far we've come. Doesn't have to be financially. This can be in a relationship. This can be progress with the situation that was bothering you before. Something specific that I'm hearing for somebody. You ever be down bad about something for so long, and then one day you just look around and you're like, dang, I don't even think about that anymore. That an experience like that may come up for you in the month of September, where you're like, okay, like I got through that. Come on, me. Okay. And then we also have the lovers in reverse. And of course, when we're saying lovers in reverse, there is some type of mixed communication, some disharmony. A relationship may be just, I don't want to say that it's draining. I just think that it is causing a lot of upset. And again, it doesn't have to be romantic. It's just a lot. And I think it may, like, having to tiptoe around it may be causing issues as well. Maybe this person has a lot of going on. There's some codependencies. There's some expectations. For somebody specifically, you may find yourself having to make a lot of exceptions, or like, I don't know, oh, they're just like that, or oh, they didn't mean that. Like, you may have to always find yourself making excuses for this person, and that may come up and kind of, I don't even want to say it annoys you this month, but it just may be a standing issue. Okay, anything else I see here? Gemini energy, sibling energy, meeting friends from like other places. Again, for somebody specific, connecting with someone via the internet or like overseas may be relevant. Okay, so let's get into, oops, wrong deck. Let's get into your career and finances. So what's going on with the money? What are my Cancers experiencing with their finances and career? And okay, got my 2 cards instantly in September. So we have Wings, rising above money issues, business taking off, profit. Careers could be spiritual work. Come on, life purpose, mission. Okay, and then we have Hand, manifesting money, reach goals, financial assistance, hands-on work, help getting a job. Yeah, so money looks good. If nothing else, career looks good this month. Some of you could be into spirituality, doing a lot of meditating, doing a lot of raising the vibration of the collective, talking about certain things. So that may be going well. And even if it's not going perfectly how you would want it to, you may be making a lot of progress in the month of September. It doesn't have to be spiritual work, but something that you feel like you're supposed to be doing it. Like you feel like you're in the right place at the right time. So that may be something that is a blessing in the month of September. If you were having any money issues in the month of, or not even money issues, because for some of you it may be money, for others of you it may be career and work issues, they kind of clear up in September and you're feeling really good. Okay, now things are kind of on track. You know what you're doing. You don't feel annoyed. You're like reaching those goals. Like I said, that gratitude, you're moving on. Like whatever you had to learn and process probably within the last year and a half, you've kind of learned it and you're on your way. You see what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to your career and finances. So that's a beautiful thing. Whatever was stressing you before is not stressing you so much now. For a lot of you, you're walking in your purpose. If you're not walking in your purpose, you've definitely achieved something financially or in your career, or will in September, which is awesome. For somebody specifically, if you are looking for like a loan or like some money to come in from something, it more than likely will happen in September. Love to see it. Let's see, what else do I see here? When I see this help getting a job, for somebody specific, again, if it don't apply, let it fly. You may help someone get a job at your job, or like in general, like you may put them on. Shout out to you. And maybe that's what this, when we have the 7 of Pentacles in reverse, sometimes it's like giving up on this progress. So for some of you, it may be that they quit the job. Like, you know how you just put somebody on at your job and then they come in there acting a fool and they end up like quitting or getting fired, and you be like, why would you do that on my name? That's what it's very much given. But it doesn't have to be this person, but I'm just gonna put that out there. So clarity, let's get into your love and relationships. What does Cancer need to know about their relationships in the month of September? What are they experiencing in their relationships? Okay, what's going on with this person, this random person? Okay, so we have, Sugarfoot. All right, so we have Team Awesome. Can y'all see that? Healthy and open communication, spending time together, compatible and on the same page. And then Shy. Nervous or too nervous to ask you out. It takes a minute. The answer is maybe second guess. How can I put this so that y'all can see it all of it? And then we have the other. Okay, an admirer from afar, forking the road, option, interested in other man or woman. Okay, so a couple things are coming up. One thing that's coming up is a new friendship, a new relationship. I think I spoke about this earlier. They may want to hang out, or maybe you want to hang out with them, but it hasn't come up yet. So that may be something that comes up. For some of you, if you're in a relationship, of like a committed relationship, things may, like your communication and like that, like being on the same step and same page may be like really hitting in the month of September, like one band, one sound type of energy, which may be why this throws you off. So, and again, this may not be for everyone. Like, take some of these messages individually as well. If it don't apply, let it fly. But for some of you, they may have someone creeping around. You may have someone creeping around. Or there may be other people being involved in your relationship. And this does not have to be romantic. For some of you, I'm picking up a mother-in-law. It could be exes or people from the past. It could be friends. Like, people are getting overly involved in your relationship. And that may be causing a little bit of turbulence this month just because of that. Okay, so a little bit of that. But if it's not that, like I said earlier, some of you are making a connection. This can be a partnership. This can be a romantic thing. This can be a good friend. Something of that nature, but there's some sort of blockage trying to get in the way. Okay. Because I think somebody might be crying over like a breakup or something like that. Something, like I said, ending just as fast as it started. Okay, some misunderstanding or option. Even the fork in the road sticks out to me. Like, we could do this, but there's some important things that are making us try to decide if we should continue on in this direction or that direction. That may come up as well. But there's some things that need to be worked out for sure. Okay, my love. Otherwise, it's a great month for connecting and a great month for your finances. I hope you're having an amazing day, and I hope you have an amazing September. Leave a comment if you're feeling it. Bye. Hey, Leo. Welcome to your September 2024 read. Quick read, to be specific. And as y'all can see, I got some new oracle cards. It says, what's the tea, right? So this deck is normally for getting the tea on certain situations and clarifying people's intentions, things of that nature. But I decided this month to use it on you. So let's go ahead and hop in and see what's the tea on you. So there we go. We got kissing. Ooh, kissing butt. I don't know how YouTube feel about curse words. I don't know, y'all. But there's that. I'm doing that as if y'all not gonna see it the whole video. Because I ain't editing that. Okay, and then we have once you back. Cute. Okay. So obviously from these cards, somebody wants somebody back. Somebody is coming back crawling, kissing butt, trying to appeal to you, especially if they cause harm before. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see some exes in the month of September, some old friends trying to come back into your life. And honestly, Leo, I also feel like this may be vice versa. So don't count yourself out. If you may think that you don't care about that person or that situation anymore, but you may try to spin the block yourself. And keep an open mind with this as well, because again, for some of you, I feel like it might be bigger than like a romantic situation. It may be something completely different or something that's not even related to relationships, but we shall see. Let's see what's in these tarot cards. So first card's up, Knight of Swords. Okay, air sign energy, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. So that could be who's coming in. Okay, Magician. Let us see it. Let us see it. Ooh, Three of Cups in reverse. There goes some confirmation right there. And Six of Swords in reverse. All right, Leo. So kind of confirming what we just said, right? When we have the Three of Clubs, we think of friends, we think of social groups, communities. This can sometimes be romantic, especially in reverse, especially if there's like a triangle going on. But I don't really sense that 100%. I do think that these may be people spinning the block. The situation that I'm getting just reading from left to right is that someone may have made a rash decision to leave a relationship or a friendship or whatever. Like maybe they counted you out, and keep this pretty broad because this could be you, Leo. Maybe they counted you out. Maybe they rushed and tried to leave and stop talking to you. Maybe they had other interests, other things that were sparking their interest at the time. And so they rushed out with you, went into something new, and it didn't quite work out. And now they might be trying to spin the block, right? With this Six of Swords in reverse, talking about regret, talking about holding on to the past, not wanting to let go of this baggage, etc., right? And again, this is very well maybe your situation, because I think for some of you, this whole situation may be true, but maybe you can't let go of how it went in the first place, right? So that might be something that comes up this month. I think whoever this is, if it is a person, has been a tough time it was a tough time getting on the same page. So there may have been a little conflict with you all before. And it could be something simple, like one person values one thing, another person values another thing. Maybe this is one of those situations of not appreciating somebody when they're there, again, you to someone else. This more so feels like towards you, Leo, but I'm not gonna lie, I sense that for some of you Leos, this is vice versa. You might be missing them. You may want them back because then you realize, oh shoot, I was tripping. Maybe I should go back to, this situation and try to make amends, see what's going on, and see if there's any way to fix it up. But for my majority, the people whose fault this isn't, they're trying to come back into the situation. Outside of that, I do feel like there is some motivation to start something new. Maybe you've already started it. Maybe it's a business. Maybe it's something you're inspired by, something you're already putting your resources and energy towards in September. But be careful about just being impatient. You may feel frustrated that things aren't coming as fast as you would like them to. And maybe you feel held back, like you got it together, but this person doesn't. Or you want to do all of these things, but it seems like something's constantly pulling you back. Like even yourself, maybe thoughts or not a lack of a plan, something of that nature may come up as well. Okay. Side note, Leo, I just had to add, you see this girl right here with these calves, these little strong calves? Something about your leg, either strengthening them or hurting them or something like that this month may come up. Not wishing it on you, knock on wood, but that's something that I see as well. Someone might, like a friend specifically, may bring up something from the past and you guys may have a little squabble about it just simply because, I don't know, like they've been holding on to it. It's kind of what it feels like. So there's a lot of making up and breaking up and spinning the block. Keep in mind, we're going to be post-retrograde, like the first maybe week and a half, maybe 2 weeks into September. So, be careful. Just because Mercury is direct don't mean we don't get no after effects, okay? So let's get into your career. Let's clarify that really quickly. What's going on with my Leo's finances in September 2024? What is Leo experiencing in their finances in September? Ooh. First card out, cutlery. Business tools, needing more money, living well. Career related, food related, sole provider, and more work. Okay. And the other card that flipped over was 2. Gift, giving, receiving, setting windfall, generosity. Career could be a financial support, work surprise, vacation. Okay. Y'all going on vacation. Manifesting money, reach goals, financial assistance. Okay, careers could be hands-on job and help getting a job. Okay. Now, when I'm looking at the Magician, you see how baby girl got everything she needs, right? She has a coin, she has a cup, she has a sword, she has a wand. And so she has everything she needs to get started, right? And I feel like that's something that you may be focusing on in September, is gathering your tools. And again, that's gonna look different for all of you. When we think of tools, we always think of something physical, but that can be whatever for you guys. Gathering information, signing paperwork, finishing things over so that you can cross over to what it is that you want to do in your career, at your job, or with your money, kind of smoothly. You want it to be smooth sailing, not rough like this six of swords. You want it to be smooth sailing. So that may be what you're focused on. Let me get this together. Let me get this money together. Let me, move this to this account. Like, let me do what I have to do so that I can live well. Okay, so that may be your primary focus in September when it comes to your finances. I do think there's a lot of gift giving. There's a lot of money coming in, or maybe that's what you're manifesting. That's what you want more of. So you may find, specifically, I'm hearing for somebody, people are more willing to help you. They'll show you this resource. Hey, I know you've been looking for this. I found this over here. Stuff like that. So it may not necessarily come in the form of a gift where it is we just got out of your birthday season. So maybe you're getting some late gifts. But I think there's also just like a helping hand, right? Or just like something that seems like a blessing in the moment. Think small too, Leo. Like, for instance, if you need a ride somewhere and you just think you ain't got no ride, and then somebody comes through and say, you know what, I got you, I'll take you. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, gifts like that. So a lot of generosity falling your way. And some money and some, just some support. Okay? Some of you may go on vacation this month, or, are thinking about a vacation. That may be something that's important to you. I just heard for somebody recouping your funds after a vacation. Because I know, like I said, it was our birthday season, so I know y'all probably turned up. Love that for you. Okay. And there's a possibility, I don't necessarily see a job here. Someone could start a job that only may be for a few of you, but someone might start a job as well. Something might surprise you at work too. Like, that work surprise keeps sticking out for me. It feels like a good surprise, like a good turn of events. Okay, a raise, or I don't know, some type of praise from your boss, something, okay? So let's move on to your love and relationships real quick for the time run out. What does Leo need to know about their career and, your love and relationships? What does Leo need to know about their relationships in September? What will they experience in their relationship? The Zodiac sign, Leo, what will they experience in their relationships? Thank you, Spirit. So first card out, glam it up. Bring your A game, hitting the town. Make an effort, edgy venue, the finishing touches, stylish. Period. And then we have sorry, not sorry. What we've been talking about this whole time. Apologies, baby. Friction, sarcasm, false apology, apathy, forgive, make amends, harboring hurt, or resentment. That comes up here as well. Okay, so Leo, I do think you're glamorous as per usual. You may be going out. Maybe there's a big event that you have to prepare for. If there's like late birthday festivities and activities, that may be what you're doing. I'm hearing a lot of like talking and chatter. You know that chatter that you hear when you're out at a big venue? I can see some of you possibly going out to something and being like the talk of the town. Maybe your friends are inviting you a lot of places. I do think you're very attractive this month. I know this seems like random stuff, but I do think you're very attractive. You know how sometimes it's just like life is life, and then there's times where everybody wants to talk to you? It's very much given that, which you are naturally a magnet, Leo, but I think some of you are like getting it tenfold in the month of September. Okay. You might be putting the finishing touches on something. For somebody specifically, like your Instagram post may get a lot of likes and love or something like that. Okay. Now on to this sorry, not sorry. I'm going to just say it plain and simple. Someone's not forgiving. They don't forgive you. Okay. They don't forgive you. You don't forgive them. This card is normally kind of like not like someone not being as sorry as they claim that they are. But this more so is, I don't think someone's like, they don't care that you're sorry. It's kind of the vibe that I'm getting. So again, whether this is you or the other person, someone's not accepting an apology this month. Put it like that, okay? Now, it may be in your best interest to forgive for the sake of like your mental health, or their best interest to forgive, but I don't think that there's going to be very much like reconciling, at least not this month. And if you do, it won't be like you guys get back on the good foot, okay? Also broaden this, because for some of you, I'm sensing that this may not just be romantic. This may be somebody at work. Like maybe, they had certain behaviors before and they're trying to switch it up, and you're like, I don't care. You still who I think you are, like that sort of thing. Or maybe somebody got you wrong, or vice versa. But that's all I'm seeing for you, Leo. I hope this resonated, and give it a couple weeks, because it may resonate later in the month. I hope you have an amazing day. Bye. Hey Virgo, welcome to your September 2024 read. Happy birthday, by the way. So we're going to go ahead and hop in. As you can see, I got some new oracle cards, and it's called the What's the Tea deck. This deck is normally used for certain situations where you're trying to get the tea, or maybe get the tea on a certain person's intentions. But today we're going to use it on you. So let's get into it. This card says, if I can grab it. What? That is so embarrassing. Okay. Dodging bullets. Okay, come on, hands. Blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters. I guess they meant from haters, because, like, why is your haters protecting you? Hell, maybe. Okay, so essentially, you got your hater blockers on this month, Virgo. You got your hater blockers on. You, oh, something just came to me. You may realize that someone's not in your corner as much as you thought they were, or like somebody might bring some negativity to you. And this doesn't even necessarily have to be haters. For some of you, it is haters. It is like hate comments on Instagram, or somebody acting weird with you in a social setting. But for others of you, this may just be like people trying to help. Like, you know how someone means well, but they tell you something that's discouraging, or like, I feel like that's something that may come up for you in the month of September. So keep that in mind. So let's get into these tarot cards so we can see what that's all about. Okay. First card out. Come on, Two of Pentacles. Cute in her yellow dress, per usual. Okay, Seven of Wands. Cute, 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 cute. Eight of Cups in reverse. King of Wands. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. That can be your sun, moon, or rising, or someone that you know, somebody that you're dealing with. Does not have to be, but it's there. Okay. Other things that I'm picking up on is the color yellow, wearing a lot of yellow, or maybe having a day where you wear yellow and it's like fire. I just heard for somebody that being a part of your logo. What else do I see? When I first shuffled your cards earlier, I heard glamorous, the glamorous. I heard that song by Fergie. So you may be very pretty this month, or maybe you have like intentions, because of course it is your birthday, right? So you may have like a whole glam day, or you just may be giving it, serving it to the girls this month. So I just wanted to mention that. Sorry if there's any guys watching it, but you know, that's what I feel, so I said it. Okay, so let's get into reading these cards. I think that with this Two of Pentacles, it's a great month for you getting back on track, right? You may be balancing your priorities. You may have multiple obligations. I don't think that you're not balancing them well, though. I think you are doing a good job at getting it all done. It may be a lot, or maybe, like I said, it's getting back in the flow of things, but you're doing it. There might be some new ideas that may come up, some new, like, things that you haven't tried before, and that may be something you're trying to incorporate into your rotation this month. So that might be your main focus, is balancing your priorities, like getting it together, being a happy person. But some type of challenge comes in, and this is where these cards relate, which is so crazy to me. You may have to block out some haters. You may feel like there's a challenge. And this may even be from yourself, right? You may start to question yourself and get negative on yourself and say, dang, why did I do this, or why didn't I do that? And you may wonder if you are making the correct choices because of all of the hoopla you have to go through. For somebody specifically, this may show up at work, where you're like constantly running into challenges, which again, I don't think that you're not handling it. I think you're handling it well, but I think it's just the mere frustration of having to constantly deal with something, or like have something slow you down, or get in your way, or hurt your feelings, or whatever it is. I think that might come up for you, where it's like, oh my God, can everything just get out of my way? Okay. So there might be a little bit of that too. But you're definitely challenging yourself. You're trying to grow, and I think that growth needs protection, right? So getting into people, there may be people that try to sow the seed of doubt in you, speak on your character in ways that aren't accurate, project things onto you that, like, for instance, saying that you did something but you didn't, or something like that. So you may have to defend your name, or defend your work, or show people what you're really about. Oh, sometimes you gotta pop out and show ninjas. Like, that's what it's given. Like, you may have to be like, hold on, incorrect. Okay. And then there's on the business side, if you are a business owner or someone who's trying to create something, this is a very innovative month. So that might be where the challenge comes in for you, where you're trying to create something from scratch. And that may be a little difficult, Virgo, a little difficult, but you figure it out. Does it cause a little bit of fear? Yes. Does it make you wonder if you're making the right decision? Yes. But it's overall, essentially, you are. Okay. So in a way, there's a lot of protecting yourself this month. There's a lot of blocking out negativity. For somebody specifically, you may actually have to block someone. For somebody specifically, you may have to tell someone that you don't mess with them no more, or like keep distance with the person, because it may not even be this much beef, but you may have to be like, hey, this is not what I'm about and I'm not dealing with it anymore. Okay, because this escaping crazy people is like a real thing. Last thing, for somebody specific, if you do feel a little bit of regret about rejecting something or not doing something, you actually dodged a bullet. You did dodge a bullet, hence why it's here. You may discover that this month, or you may come into a better option, and then you may think to yourself like, hey, I'm glad I did that. Very entrepreneurial month for you, especially if you're a business owner, or if you're just about your business this month. It's gonna go well. Your energy's popping. It's up. If it was low last month, it's better this month. Fire sign may play a big part. Looking at them, I feel like this may be a person in your life, okay, that you're dealing with. Maybe they're attached to the situations that I discussed, maybe not, but they can either be an inspiration or they can be a problem. You tell me which one in the comments, okay? So let's get into your career. Let's clarify that. What does Virgo need to know about their career and finances this month? What does the zodiac sign Virgo need to know about their career and finances in the month of September? Thank you. First card fell on the floor. We have coins, money coming in, wealth, good investment. Okay, sales and finance, getting a raise, lucky. Yes, we love to see some money coming in, okay? And then we have face, money, skills, investor, taking risk, face value. Okay, career, you could be self-made, fame, exposure, and have a reputation. Like you're known for something. Okay, bear with me. If you are a social media influencer to any degree, or if you have a business to any degree, you can get some sort of spike in metrics. You may get noticed for something that you're doing, or like you get some type of exposure, you get some type of opportunity, specifically a brand deal or a sponsorship. Those are for those specific people. If not, it's like money's coming back in. If it was slow at any point, it's coming back in, or you have a plan for it. Because I do think for some of you, you are investing in something. There's investment here, like twice. You're investing in something. That could be regular old investments, right? Stocks, bonds, all of that. But it also can be an investment in your future, okay? Taking a risk, taking on a new challenge. Okay, forget it. I'm going to just do this thing and I'm going to see how it turns out. And doing that is going to bring you some opportunities. Also, let me disclaimer. Just because I'm saying it today doesn't necessarily mean it's going to show up today. So keep that in mind. Because sometimes I say stuff in readings and people are like, well, it didn't happen this month. It does. Sometimes it doesn't do that, right? Me encouraging you to continue going with something doesn't mean it'll happen. Because even for me, things that have happened in my life took several years sometimes. But had I stopped the day that I saw a certain reading, or the day that I got the inspiration to do something, I wouldn't have gotten to XYZ point, right? Because I would have stopped. So I want to say that to you, Virgo, like whatever you're doing, whatever you're trying to invest in, like you have to hold on to it, because yes, it's a risk. Yes, you may not like that it's a risk because you like to have a calculated, like routine, sure thing. But it's going to be worth it in the end, especially if you've done your research, especially if, you know what I'm saying, you're on top of it. You'll see it, okay? You'll see the positives in it. I don't necessarily see a raise coming for you, Virgo, but I wouldn't be surprised if you've seen like a lot of serendipity in different areas in your career and finances, right? Like find a quarter on the ground, or somebody leaves a $20 bill just hanging on something. Like, you know what I mean? Stuff like that. Little lucky moments like that. Okay, so let's quickly get into your love and relationships. What does the zodiac sign Virgo, what will they experience in the month of September? What will Virgo experience in the month of September in their love and relationships? Spirit, make it abundantly clear. Interesting. One more. Ooh, I'm getting a crazy message for this. Okay. First card out, on guard. Competing for someone, at an impasse, guarded, need space, takes time, skilled interaction. Okay, and then we have proposal. Getting proposed to, surprise gift. Something that is proposed, things moving to the next level. Okay. Interesting. for somebody very specific. So if it don't apply, let it fly. Somebody very specific, you may get proposed to, and again, it may not be an engagement, but it could be that someone offers, like, wants to take you out on a date. Maybe you offer to take somebody out on a date, something like that. And that person or you are very guarded, and that may be like that may be like a dilemma this month, because as much as you want to move forward, as much as they want to move forward, they may not be allowing themselves to because of that situation. Another situation that I'm picking up for love and relationships is someone coming back and returning, maybe to apologize, maybe to make amends, maybe just to hang out, and you may not still be ready for that interaction, or vice versa. Again, you see how we have defense? We have defense here 3 times, Virgo. So again, it's either you're defensive or you're like literally protecting yourself from some mess. Again, back to that situation, somebody may come back and you may look at them and be like, I'm so glad that I'm not cool with you. Like, you know what I mean? I'm so glad we stopped being friends. I'm so glad that I stopped talking to you, because had I not, you know, I would be in a bad situation. And that's not to be grateful when we lose people, but you know, sometimes it's like you wanted something so badly that you would like tore yourself up about it, and then you get that confirmation like it happened how it was supposed to. So I feel like it might be one of those situations as well. Just be careful about not being so guarded that you keep yourself from good things. Again, and you'll know if it's good things. It'll be an intuitive thing, not tarot reading on YouTube thing. You get what I'm saying? You'll know. And if it's a good thing, make sure you're giving yourself time and space to get in there. For somebody specific, I'm hearing you don't want to lose your individuality. You don't want to lose yourself within this relationship, friendship, partnership, whatever it is, this job, whatever. But also, you know what I'm saying, assess whether or not that's something you're just thinking of or if it's real, okay? But things are moving up. I wouldn't be surprised if you guys meet someone that you like. Also, this unguard card, for some reason, is popping up that it might be a friend too. Like, you have to have, like, you may have to have a difficult conversation with a friend or someone who you thought was a friend. And like, it's a whole weird interaction. Okay, so be prepared for that. But either way, you blocking that negativity, Virgo. Thank you so much for watching this reading. I hope it resonated for you. And if it hasn't yet, give it a couple weeks. Okay, my love? Hope you have a great day. Bye. Hi, Libra. Welcome to your September 2024 tarot reading. Your quick read, okay? And happy early birthday to you. So let's get into it. These first set of cards here are oracle cards. It's my new deck, and it's a T card. You know, we're trying to get the T on a certain person, a certain situation. But this month, I'm going to use it on you to see what's going on. And, of course, we have our tarot cards for the details. So, let's get into these. First card over here, bad reputation. Ooh. Okay. Little hot mama right there. Okay, we got love in the brain, dreaming, fantasizing, daydreaming, nostalgic. Pretty. And we have moving. Pretty. I like these cards. They're so, like, visual. Enforcer. Forces things on you. Forces their way in. Uses force to get what they want. Ooh. Okay. The first thing I think when I see all these cards, Libra, is that you have a lot going on in September. You may have a lot going on in general. Okay? There may be a lot of moving parts. There might be a lot of things you're working on right now. You may be starting new journeys in your life. Moving is a big one. Moving to somewhere new. That may be something good going on. For some of you, I'm not gonna lie, this bad reputation card, as much as I want to flip it and say that this is someone else, this may be your reputation, Libra. And if it don't apply, let it fly. But let me get this out. For some of you, you may have a bad reputation in some environment, whether that's romantic or at work or something, and you'll know more specifically than I would. You may have a bad reputation. People may feel like you're a forcer, or that you a bad girl, bad boy. And this doesn't, I feel like when people see here bad reputation, we always think sexual, but I don't necessarily feel that way, Libra. This can be something else. This can be that somebody feels like you're unreliable, or maybe they feel like I said, you forced your way on them, you know, weren't trying to hear their opinion or something like that. And I know that that's typically outside of your nature, right? But that doesn't mean that someone won't take it that way. You know what I mean? Maybe you didn't answer their phone call when they called or something like that. But I have to admit that I do kind of sense that there may be someone around where they're this person, right? They have a bad reputation, but you find yourself being attracted to them, right? You kind of like them, and you like, oh, I hear this and that about this person, but I kind of like them. And maybe over time of talking to them, getting to know them, spending time, you like, man, they are no good, but baby, am I interested, okay? So that may be something that comes up. And I have to mention, this may not be for all of you, but there may be someone that kind of tries to come in like I'm getting forced entry, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm also getting like I said, just feeling like somebody put your backs against the wall. So that may be something that comes up as well. Okay, so let's get into these tarot cards to clarify. First card out, Three of Wands. So that confirms that moving, right? That progress. And then we have Two of Pentacles in reverse. And we have the Empress in reverse. Ooh, okay. Yeah. For some reason I'm hearing the word discomfort. Okay. Cancer, maybe even Libra, excuse me, and maybe even Taurus. Those may be signs you're dealing with, or those are your sun, moon, rising signs, Venus signs specifically. Okay? But otherwise, there's definitely some progress being made. Something I'm hearing very directly is that you're not who you used to be. Maybe the last year and a half, for somebody very specific, like the last few months, you have changed tremendously your mindset around something. At one point you were in one type of situation, and now you're in a whole different situation, and you're like working on it. But the problem is, it may come with a lot of disharmony. It may come with a lot of juggling, and you may not be handling it as well as you would like to. And for some of you, it's not necessarily a bad thing. It just may be that, like, you're not used to it, right? You're not used to this new area, this new place that you're in, this new job, this new mindset. What you used to do may feel real uncomfortable, right? So you doing the same thing you've always done, but you may be like, man, I don't want to be here no more. So that may be something that comes up for you this month, okay? So you may need to prioritize. You may need to slow down a little bit. That may come up, but you are moving in the right direction, okay? Again, with this Empress here, again, you may run into like a woman or maybe a mother, somebody that is kind of just, I don't know, kind of defensive and a little bit like, but in a way that a woman would be defensive, I guess, if that makes any sense. And this is not to make it about gender, but there's not a masculine, like, fighting energy. It's kind of like just a sternness. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not taking that. So that may be somebody that you encounter, or that may be the energy that you have this month, okay? There's something about that going on. For somebody specific, you may be thinking about someone. You may want to come into someone's life. You may be into them. They may be into you. But I think there's something in between the relationship. It's hard to move it forward because someone's still operating or believing in who you used to be, okay? There's also somebody being very nonchalant. And be careful about, like, people, well, I don't want to say be careful, but someone might try to pull out the facts on somebody. Like, you know how somebody, like, be like, I got the screenshots, I got the receipts. That may be something that comes up. But I don't want you to take the way that this is going to be a horrible month. I don't feel like this is a horrible month. I just feel like it's a month of progress, and like sometimes with progress it's not always comfortable. Remember earlier I said discomfort, right? So that may be something that comes up. But let's get into this career. Let's specify, or clarify rather, what does the zodiac sign Libra need to know about their career and finances in September? Come on, giving and receiving, setting, windfall, generosity, career, financial support, work, surprise, vacation, clarity. Clarity. What do my Libras, what is the zodiac sign Libra, what are they experiencing in their career and finances in the month of September? Thank you very much. Light bulb, lucrative ideas, new income source, inspiration. Careers could be an entrepreneur, new job, creative work. Okay, yeah. So, okay, money looks good. Okay, we're doing good. Okay, and here goes that vacation again. So some of you could be moving, traveling, going on vacation. You're definitely not where you used to be, right? So that may be something that comes up. And if it's not vacation or anything like that, think in simple terms. Like you just work in a different cube, something like that. Okay. It seems like there's going to be some sort of progress in your career. I feel like that may be where your progress is coming in at as well. Your career, maybe you got into school, you're going after that degree, you're finally going to go after that certificate, something of that nature comes in and provides a new income source for you, some financial support for you. Okay, maybe you finally get that idea and you start working on it and making progress on it. For somebody specifically, you start seeing progress on something you've already been doing. And this can be seemingly small to others, but big to you. So keep your mind open for that, right? Because you like, okay, they're looking like it's only 30 likes on your post, but you got 30 likes on your post. That's 30 people. Like, girl, the last time you've been in the classroom with 30 people? Like, it's the same concept. Like, so I think that might be something that comes up as well. Just good things falling in. And again, of course, because your birthday's at the end of the month, there could be a lot of gifts and like early gifts for somebody specific. Keep that in mind. New job is coming up for me. I don't think, for some of you may have a new job, but I don't feel that for a lot of you. I think for some of you, it's like a new responsibility that comes up that you make progress on. And that's really nice too. Okay, good things. Good inspiration and the willpower to move forward. So let's get into your love and relationships. What will Libra experience in their love and relationships in the month of September? What will Libra experience in September in their relationships? What will Libra experience in their relationships in September 2024? Spirit, make it abundantly clear for me. Too many cards. Jesus Christ. Okay. Y'all took me forever to get that out. See, this is why I don't shuffle on camera no more. Child, we'll be here all day. Okay, we have the document, text or email, agreement, letter, separation, divorce, contract, news, legal papers, and proceedings. Okay, sorry, Libra. We had to move some things over so we can fit everything. So, yes, you guys may be going through some type of legal proceedings or some type of situation. Again, if you were in a relationship, you may be getting your divorce. Maybe there's a breakup happening, but this doesn't feel like something that happens in September. It feels like something that has already happened. So you are running through that process. You're moving, you're getting out a new crib, new apartment, you know what I mean? Whatever the case may be, you kind of finalizing those documents. And that's not all doom and gloom. It just may be something that you're expecting. So that may be something that's important, and or some sort of agreement, some sort of email, text is important to you this month. And you have to deal with that. So it could be the courts, or it could just simply be a surprising message, a surprising interaction that you have with someone where you guys have to get things in order. Okay, another card that came out is sorry, not sorry. Didn't we say that earlier? Someone doesn't want to accept an apology. Someone's not sorry. Let's keep it real. One of y'all may not feel like you're apologizing for your past. You did what you did. You went through what you went through, and now you're trying to be someone new. And whoever doesn't accept it, doesn't accept it, and vice versa. Okay, so you may be trying to make amends with someone and they don't want to do it, or vice versa. It just doesn't work. There's too much hurt there. Too much BS going on. But otherwise, we have great news, right? It's a plan, getting asked out, text message, a call with intent today, tentative plans, making a solidified plan. So you may go out on dates this month. You may spend time with your family and friends. Something's on the calendar. Someone specifically, again, on the romantic realm, it's been a long time coming to make a date. So that may be something you're excited about. We see text message twice. I just see here, text, right? So you get that text. Finally, we're making plans. We're saying we're going to meet here at 7:00. Like, come on, come through. So that may be something in exciting. Specifically, someone plans to travel as well. Somebody hits you up and is like, oh, let's go here, let's go there. That may come up. Okay. And then sunshine. Good vibes, happy times, positive attitude, things going well. The answer is yes. Okay. So while you may have to deal with some turbulence this month in your relationships, Libra, and sometimes even just on a mental level, right? Because this can all be stuff that has already happened, but it's coming up for you, right? And you're thinking about it. You're wondering about this person and that person, or they're wondering about you. You go through your turbulence, but then you walk into the happiness. And this could be, if you're a committed Libra, this can be your relationship. This can be your friendships. Like, things go well, but you kind of got to deal with this first. Okay, my love? Thank you so much for watching this reading, Libra. I hope it resonated for you. And if it hasn't yet, wait till like mid-month and let me know how you feel about it in the comments. I hope you have an amazing month and an amazing birthday. Bye. Hey Scorpio, welcome to your reading for September 2024. Let's hop in. This first deck is your Oracle deck. And this deck normally is trying to find the tea on like personal situations and like other people. But I'm going to get the tea on you in the month of September. So let's start with those. First card out, dodging bullets, blocking negativity, escaping crazy people, protected by haters, which I think they mean protected from haters. But there's that. And haunted, memories, flashbacks, trauma, side effects. And how fitting with the haunted. I know Scorpio don't always resonate with the spooky stuff, but y'all be having that spooky vibe. That's just your sign. Queen rising, stepping into power, praised, coming up, spotlight. Okay, period. In September, you may be really dodging the haters, blocking out that BS. Maybe there's some things that come up that kind of stress you, frustrate you. Again, it doesn't have to be current. For some of you it will be, right? Like you're in like September, you experience something similar to this, but for others, it's just a memory. It's just a realization, like, dang, I can't believe I went through that. Or maybe you get triggered in some way, but then you step out of it. Okay, you rise above it, despite the fact that whatever this is happening or is coming up for you. Okay, so it seems like a good month in that sense, where you overcome adversity. But let's see what's going on in these tarot cards to get specific. First card out, Three of Swords. Come through. Second card out, Five of Wands in reverse. And then we have the Hangman. Okay. You could experience some trauma this month, or like a breakup or heartbreak or a loss. But honestly, it doesn't really feel that way. This feels like an old wound. It feels like something that, like you're almost reopening something, whether it's through another person or a situation, or like, I don't know, it's almost like something comes to the light and you have to deal with it. And we know with any type of shadow work, any type of healing, in order to dispel something, you have to know what it is. It has to be standing in front of you, right? So that may be something that comes up. But for some of you, it will be a loss. It will be a breakup, a separation of some sort, and you may have to work through that. And I think it has a lot to do with some sort of fight, some sort of, I don't know, competitive energy. Maybe you're fighting within yourself, right? There's some trauma. For somebody specific, it's repeating a pattern, right? Like, so it's not necessarily trauma. It's almost like programming that comes up that you have to fight about, because you may be in this mood, right? This down mood, this rain cloud type of energy. And you're like, dang, why do I feel this way? Well, it's because of this, right? Something's coming up for you to fix, right? So that may be something that comes up. You may have a fight with someone, a group of people, or disharmony. For somebody, I'm picking up social media. You know those arguments people have in the comments? Like that sort of energy. Like, but it doesn't have to be. But something comes up for you, and believe it or not, Scorpio, it's an opportunity for you to test out all of the skills that you have developed over the years, over the months, whatever it has been. So if it's a fight with a friend, a family member, remember, we're still in pre-shadow Mercury retrograde. So something can very well come up. But this is your opportunity to address it. Tell them how you really feel. Maybe it's time to collaborate. If something's been a mess for a while, you may be the person to say, you know what, I'm tired of it being a mess. This is what we're going to do. Like, this is an opportunity for you, despite the fact that it feels a little more painful than it should. Okay. And then but I also feel like there's a protection, right? Be careful about avoidance, because of the discomfort of this, you may want to run from it, or vice versa. Maybe you're ready to go at it and other people are running from it. But if it's possible, doing what you can to ensure that it gets solved while you can, because that may be like the best thing for everybody. Doesn't mean that you have to go chasing behind somebody and make them talk to you or nothing like that. But sometimes it's like, okay, let's resolve this, whether it's with the other person or within my mind, so it doesn't come up later. But I do believe you eventually let it go. Hangman energy is like, I'm letting go and letting God, okay? It is what it is. Like, I'm going to take a pause. I'm going to reflect on this. Maybe I'll say a little gratitude and be like, okay, it is what it is. And you rise up out of it. You come up out of it. Something specifically, too, I want to say, for somebody specific, your trauma, the things you've been through, Scorpio, has really influenced this wonderful person that you're blossoming into. So that's a benefit to this. It may not feel like it, right? You may be annoyed at how difficult some of the situations are, but it also has changed you for the better. So kudos for that. Okay, let's see what's going on with your finances this month, Scorpio. So what is the zodiac sign, Scorpio? What will they experience in their finances in the month of September? One more, Spirit. Okay, we got Turtle there. What will Scorpio experience in their career and finances in the month of September? That just flew out. That's so funny. Okay, first card out. Money coming slowly. Money coming slowly, steady progress. Careers could be moving for work, in good time, long term. Eggs, starting over, saving up, resources, nest egg. Career could be healthcare, new opportunities, and you can work in insurance. Okay. Money might be a little rough. I ain't gonna lie to you, Scorpio. Y'all know I don't lie in these reads. I don't have time for that. I'm gonna tell you what's best to help you, right? So money might be a little slow. You're making progress for sure, like I talked about earlier, right? You're making progress. Maybe your business is taking off. Maybe you're finally being noticed in some regard. Things are going decently well, right? But they may not be perfect. They may not be exactly what it is that you want, but you're making progress. So that's the best thing. So it may be hard to keep that in mind some days. I'm not going to lie, but you do realize like, okay, boom, I'm doing okay. I'm at least existing. For some of you, when I seen this starting over and like saving up and all of that, for some of you, you may have like lost a job or like changed careers or fields, or you did something. So now you're kind of like building back up to where you were once before. Or maybe you just dropped something completely, whether that's a talent, a skill. For somebody that just heard consulting, you dropped it. And so this month you might want to pick it back up. You know, you start, let me get back into this and see if I can start over with it. Okay. Now that can be financially too, where you're back to trying to save something. You're back to trying to, but I don't think, for some of you, I don't think that's fully the case. You just starting from the bottom and you growing it back up. Again, if you've had it before, you know how this goes. You ain't worried about it, period. As you should be. So you got this. Okay. Some of you actually may move for work. I only see that for a few of you, but if it applies, that's you. And if it doesn't, let it fly. Okay. Some of you may be looking for new opportunities or receive new opportunities. For somebody specific, if you are looking, look in healthcare and insurance. They're highlighted for me mentally. Look in those type of fields. You may find what you're looking for there. Okay. It's going to work out. It's going to work out, Scorpio. It takes time, but it's going to work out. So let's get into your love life. Red hair might be relevant. I'm sorry. Let me say a few things. Red hair, like clothes with red in it, or something spattering. If you're like a painter or artist, or like if you like have a spatter or stain on your clothes, that may be relevant to you right now. Halloween, of course, that's around your birthday time, but I think like Halloween specifically may be important for you. Something's going on. I don't know. Okay, let's get into it. What do my Scorpios need to know about their relationships in the month of September? What will Scorpio experience in their relationships in September? One more card. Where's the zodiac sign? Scorpio experiencing in their relationships. It's funny because I was shuffling and this came out and I put it back, but here it is again. Okay, we have bold move, an invitation, being proactive, taking steps, making things happen, gift for someone or yourself. Love that. A gift might come in. Okay, playing the field, still meeting, dating other people, seeing each other, being a player, games being played. And another one, secrecy, an affair, hiding something. Use discretion, surprise, collaborate, protecting, denying risk. Ooh. Okay, Scorpio, so that explains this heartbreak. Somebody may figure out that somebody else is still cheating. And I do say still for some of you. They may have cheated in the past. Maybe they had an adulterous past or like a flighty past, because like sometimes when you're dating someone, they may not be with someone, but they may be like running around town. If you have a partner like that, if that sounds like your partner, that may be something that comes up. You may find out that they're cheating, or vice versa, you are cheating. For some reason though, and this may not be accurate for some people, again, if it don't apply, let it fly. But for some, if it's you, Scorpio, for some of you, you won't get caught this month, but this is kind of calling you out that you are doing that you're like kind of being bold and stepping out. Okay, that may be only for a few of you. If it don't apply, don't take it. If you happy in your relationship, don't take it. Moving forward, A lot of you may be playing the field. You may ask somebody out. Someone may ask you out. And you may go outside and get with it. Okay, let me hang out with this person. I normally don't do these things, but I'm going to hang out with them. I normally keep to myself, but I'm going to hang out with these people. So you might be being proactive in that way. Okay. Someone's, again, being avoidant too. Like you may pick up on their avoidance or vice versa. You're trying to ask them something, they're dodging, stuff like that. And it may not even be about cheating. It could be a friendship. It could be anybody. It's just you pick it up, and that may cause a certain conversation, like a chain reaction. Taking steps to make new relationships, not just romantic. Scorpio, you may decide to want new friends, maybe reach out to someone more that you normally don't talk to, things of that nature. Like you're actually making the effort where normally you would take a step back or like, you know, play cool or see how it plays out. You may actually be making more of an effort with someone or vice versa. Thank you so much for watching this reading, Scorpio. I hope it resonated for you. And if it doesn't right now, give it a couple weeks and then come back and let me know in the comments. Okay, my love? I hope you have an amazing September. Bye. Hey Sagittarius, welcome to your September 2024 reading, quick read to be specific, and we do have a new oracle deck, and I'm going to get the tea on you this month. So let's go ahead and start with that one. This card says, into you, good chemistry, great vibes, positive. Okay, so some of you guys may be coming into either a new romantic relationship, like, you know, that puppy dog, puppy love phase with someone, or it's almost like, because for somebody specific, I feel like you may have already had some sort of relationship with this person, and now it's kind of being like revitalized. Maybe you guys are super lovey-dovey. Maybe, like I said, it was short-lived at one point, and now that person's coming back and is serious. Hey, it can be both of you, you or them. It seems like good vibes, and it seems like a good focus. Also, on the opposite end, though, unrelated to relationships, it could be that you feel like you're in your flow of career. You know what you want to do. You know what your next steps are. It doesn't even have to be career, or it could just be something in your life is showing up to be positive in the month of September. So let's get some clarity on that with your cards. Starting over here at the left, the Empress. Come on, confirmation. Ooh, 5 of Pentacles. And the 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay, y'all. So, just right off the bat, I think with the Empress card, it really matches here. For some reason, I'm getting this message of, like, you just feeling really, really good, really sexy. Like, maybe you look good, maybe you feel good. I feel like some of you may have a very magnetic energy. For somebody specific, you might be juggling lovers, or you may have just, like, left one lover and got a new one recently. That ain't my business, okay? No judgment here. But that's something that comes up with the Empress card. I'm smelling good perfumes. I'm thinking hair. I'm thinking nails for my ladies. Something has changed in your aura, and I think it's attracting certain people to you, or just in general, like you feel more loved on and kind of like luxurious. I think also for some of you with this Empress card, there's something you're bringing to life, right? And this could be in your career, but this can also be a creative project as well. So you may have something in mind, something you've begun, something you've completed, right? And now you're like, okay, it's time to put this in the ground and make this bigger than what it was, or how it started. Or, to speak more practically, you may say, okay, I started with one idea. I said I wanted to do this. Let me see if I can actually make it happen. The problem is funds, right? So maybe we have some financial issues. Maybe we're struggling with the concept. For somebody, I'm hearing like struggling with a business plan, because there's so many choices and there's so many directions that you can take it. Maybe you're getting offers for certain things and you're like, okay, I don't know which one I should go with, essentially, is what I'm picking up on. And so that may be something that's stressing you out a little bit. It's just trying to figure out the logistics of something. And then for others, it's specifically money. Like, okay, I don't know what I'm going to do financially. Like, if I don't do this, if I don't do the school, if I don't do the certificate, if I don't, start the LLC, what am I going to do? And that may be something that comes up in your life, okay? For some of you, there may be kind of like some feeling rejected by someone or something, just to tap in, like if there's a certain life that you've been trying to live or something that you wanted to be a part of, You may not feel like you are one of them, or again, this could be just a plain rejection, like a person telling you no for something that you want. Okay, but I mean, these are all, I still think this is a positive month for you, Sagittarius. I just think that this thought in this situation is at the top of your mind, okay? Be careful of anybody trying to sell you a dream. Be careful of anybody that's too nosy into your business. Because you're magnetic, you may attract a lot of people that want to offer you less than your worth, right? Jobs that may come through. You said you wanted to make blah, blah, blah amount an hour, and they may try to offer you half of that. No. Okay, now that doesn't mean if you know your situation better than I do. Okay, I'm just a tarot reader on YouTube. Okay, if you got to take what you got to take to survive, that's different. But I'm talking about like you have options, but you're kind of settling. Don't do that. Okay, follow your gut. Know better. So we're gonna get into your career and finances. Let's see what's going on here. What does Sagittarius need to know about their finances and career in the month of September? Ooh, that popped out on us. Oh, honey. Feather, abundance, easy money, divine intervention. Careers could be light work, air-related, undecided, travel. One card. What do my Sagittarius need to know about their career and finances in the month of September? Thank you. Okay, overflowing prosperity, full or empty account. Careers could be nurturer, taking care of business, fulfilled. Okay. I'm going to say this, Sagittarius. Look at all that abundance. Okay. I feel like things, if they're not super abundant in September, because again, with the Five of Pentacles, we're talking about kind of being out on the cold, being ostracized. Maybe we have financial troubles. If you're not having financial troubles, money might be okay, or like you might be surviving, but there may be something going on there. Like you're very confused about something, or trying to figure out your next move. Like undecided keeps popping out for me. So maybe you're undecided about your next steps. Oh yeah, we did talk about that earlier. Undecided about your next steps, and you're just kind of floating. But you're making it though. So it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, you're stressed out. I mean, not stressed out, but you're like wondering about this one thing. But for some reason, people keep sending you money. For some reason, people keep looking out for you. For some reason, things keep working out even when you don't expect them to. So that's a beautiful thing. Love that for you. Love that for you. Okay, you're taking care of business and getting into things that you have been needing to do, essentially. Because I don't think your action is a problem in September, Sagittarius. I think you got action down, boo. What I think it is direction, a plan, right? Like you'll do it, right? But to what degree? To where? To what end? You know what I'm saying? What is the goal? And even if you have a goal in mind, maybe it's the opposite. You don't have the steps. Okay, I know I want to be a model. Okay. Where? Who? Do I need to move? Do I need to... what I need to do? Take some pictures? Like, you know what I'm saying? Those things may come up. So I think that might be a little bit of... But as far as like, if you're making it, you got it. That's not the problem at all. Money's coming into you. Like I said, even if your account is empty, somebody might send you some money out of nowhere. Maybe you decide to Uber Eats. Something like that. Okay? I could see some travel. You guys are known for travel. That's something that may come up for you, but I'm not really fully feeling that. Maybe you're interested in it, like you're ready for a trip in the month of September, or because I'm filming this at the end of August, so you probably either just came back from one or are on one by the time you see this. Love to hear that. Okay, but you're gonna be okay. It's just a matter of figuring out how you're gonna go about accomplishing what you want to accomplish. Okay, so let's get into this love and relationships real quick, real fast. Clarifying, what will Sagittarius experience in their love and relationships in the month of September? What will my Sagittarius experiences in their relationships this month? What will Sagittarius experiences in their relationships this month? Okay. Alright, so why? It says shaking your head in disbelief, frustration, annoyed, focus on the solution rather than the problem. And then we have bold move. Okay. An invitation, being proactive, taking steps, making things happen. Gift for someone or yourself. So yeah, I think I said that earlier. Someone kind of comes out with it and says like, I'm into you. And again, if you're single or like not necessarily fully committed to someone. I wouldn't be surprised if someone that you don't expect comes out of the left wing and is like, I've been feeling you, I really want you. And that may be enticing to you. I'm not going to lie to you, Sagittarius. You may be very interested in whomever this is, romantic or otherwise, right? But I'm feeling that this is romantic. And you may be very intrigued and you may want to entertain it. The problem is, I don't know how pure someone's intentions are. So whether it be that they just want a casual relationship, or if they are just a mess. You know how sometimes like we are attracted to the bad boy, the bad girl, and we like, ooh, I would love to get to know them. But really, when you like unpeel the layers, okay, just bad boy, just boring boy, just like broke boy. You know what I mean? Like you thinking there's more under the layer, but babe, what's there is exactly what you thought it was when you first seen them. So him or her. So I think that might be a thing. But I wouldn't be surprised if you had fun enjoying that. And again, if you are committed or if you have your mind set on someone, you guys may be having a good month in terms of just spending time together. You know, your chemistry's there, your vibes there. Again, loving on you, you loving on them. The vibes are great. As far as this frustration card, focus on the solution rather than the problem. That sticks out to me. You may be experiencing some frustration around a situation like that. This can be romantic or platonic or familial. Doesn't matter. But it feels like you might be dealing with someone who's very negative or who's very avoidant. One or the other. So negative in a sense where like you're just trying to have fun or you're just trying to keep it light and they're keeping it too heavy and they're frustrating you. And vice versa. It could be that you're trying to address something, and it doesn't have to be a big deal. Like you could literally just be trying to ask them what they want to eat tonight, and they just make it really difficult because they like try to squiggle out of every little ounce of the serious conversation that they can. So that might be something that you experience this month as well. But otherwise, it seems like it's a good month, Sagittarius. Just focus on those good vibes and focus on figuring out what your next steps are. Okay, my love? Hope you have an amazing September. And let me know if this resonates. And give it a couple weeks if it don't yet, because sometimes that happens. Love y'all. Have a good day. Bye. Hey, Cap. Welcome to your September 2024 quick read. As you can see, we have a new Oracle deck, and we're going to use that to find the tea on you this month. So let's hop in with that. First card out is Ego. Ooh, her ego getting in the way of relationship, etc. Okay, sounds like somebody has some ego issues this month, Cap. Now this can be you. I'm not gonna lie to you, Capricorn. I'm feeling intuitively that it's you, but we'll see what the cards say. But you could be dealing with someone who has ego issues, or your ego can be getting in the way of your progress or whatever it is that you have going on, my love. So let's see what the tarot cards say. Two of Pentacles, love to see it. Look at her beautiful dress. Queen of Pentacles, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy. So that's you. Could be dealing with one this month, or again, I always take when I see a sign in their own reading that it's kind of like emphasis on your energy. Like the energy that an earth sign would bring, you're bringing emphasis to that energy. So, okay. And then we also have the Five of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. Okay. So, Capricorn, it's a great month financially. Okay, we would expect nothing less from you, but it's a great month financially, or just with whatever you have to handle on a daily basis, like the physical, literal things that you have to do every single day. You may be really balancing it all. If not well, you just may have a lot of obligations that you are trying to juggle. And typically, Two of Pentacles means that you're handling it for the most part right. You may be trying to get the harmony right and get the flow right, but for the most part, both of the Pentacles are in the air and you're doing decent, right? And when I see her paired next to the Queen of Pentacles, there's a security there, right? We know what we're doing. We have that comfort. We have faith in our community. Things are growing and flowing the way that they should be, and we're happy. For some of you, this can be a new job. Some of you, it could be some type of new venture, and it's either paying off or it's opening your mind up to something different. It's bringing a level of groundedness and stability into your life. For somebody specific, I feel like you may be making more money than you were making before. So that's something that may come up as well. If you have children, something about your children and something about like maybe your home or things that you're doing for them may be relevant. For some random reason, I just heard a field trip may be relevant in the month of September. I don't know how that affects your finances. Like, I don't know if you won't be able to go because of work, or if you're gonna be going. If you are a woman, Capricorn, watching this, like, you doing it, girl. Like, it's things are good in September. The problem comes in with this Five of Pentacles is that you may not feel fully secure, Capricorn. You may not feel fully secure. You may not feel like you have it together, even though you do on the outside. Even though you're juggling it, there may be some scarcity feelings going on, maybe feeling helpless, maybe feeling like you don't know what you're doing, or something like that may come up. Something like that. There's a tendency to be really negative or hard on yourself, right? But the thing is, you have no proof of that. I can't say you don't have any proof of that, but Capricorn, whatever you're thinking in your head is kind of different than what's going on, right? So I think that's where that hurt ego comes from. Maybe and for somebody specific, especially my male Capricorns, you may be something might be like challenging your ego, because it's challenging you to do things differently than you would normally do them. Okay, and this can be for my women too, but it just feels like a male energy. You want to do things a certain way. You want to be on top of it. You want to be perfect. You want to have it together. You want to know what you're doing, and then you may keep getting broke down. Like, hey, you don't know what you're doing, or you do know what you're doing, but you ain't doing it right. You know what I mean? Something like that. So it's like it's not a bad ego break. It's more of a change and a growth, right? Breaking you out of your habits and putting you into something new that will ultimately grow you. So we love to see that. Let me see if I see anything else here. Okay, nothing else. There may be an earth sign that you are that you really care about. Sun, moon, or rising, doesn't matter. They may be providing some groundedness in your life in September as well. So anyway, let's get into it. Oh, all these cards. Oh, wrong deck, actually. That was a sign, girl. Put the wrong deck down. What does Capricorn need to know about their their career and finances in the month of September? What is Capricorn? What will they experience in their finances this September, Spirit? Thank you very much. Clover, first card out. Lucky break, gamble, good fortune, good chance. Career could be finances, working outdoors, doing something risky, some type of surprise at work. And we have Anchor, money blocks, being stuck, financially sound. Career could be water related, travel, stable for now. Okay. So if I'm reading it plain and simple, and I mean, both of these cards could be individual situations, right? So like, some of you can be getting a lucky chance and you're happy, and for others of you, you could be having a stressed out, messed up time when it comes to money. But I don't really, and not even money, but just finances, your career, school, whatever it is. How I'm feeling it though is that if you were struggling with something before, career, financially, or with school, this month, coming into the month of September, that goes away, right? So you're out of that hole that you once were in, or that problem that you had at work. You're doing better now. Things are good. You finally get that break. The light comes at the end of the tunnel, and you're like, yes, I'm ready to get back on my stuff. So that's the best part. But something about it feels stuck. Or maybe for some of you, it's like, this will do for now type of thing. Like it says here, stable for now. It'll do for now. Maybe it's not what you want to do ultimately, or maybe it doesn't pay what you want it to pay, but it'll get you where you want to be eventually. It's like a good stepping stone, okay? For others of you, it's a stuck with the work. Like something about the work just doesn't work for you. And you're just like, oh God, like, okay, this is cool, right? This is decent, but I'm stuck on this one problem. I'm stuck on this one thing they keep asking me to do. So that may be something that comes up as well. But I think for the most part, you guys, you do reach a level of stability. Whatever it was. Again, you could have already had $1 million, but there may be something specific you've been trying to get into or get off the ground. And I think that might be like where there's a little bit of stuck feeling going on, okay? If you travel, I don't really sense travel. I'm going to be honest, Capricorn. I think you guys are really more so focused on just getting things together how you want, but you may do some little trips, or maybe a camping trip, or some type of excursion this month, just to have fun, maybe for somebody's birthday. Okay, if you have any Virgos in your lives or something like that, they might want you to go out with them. Okay, so let's go over to your love and relationships. What does Capricorn need to know about their love and relationships in the month of September? Uh-oh, 2 cards came out by themselves. Mall crawl. On the hunt, retail therapy, meeting at the mall, pleasantly surprised, happy find. And cheers on. New beginnings, anniversary, milestone, date, celebration, meeting people, happiness. Okay. I'm going to tell you random things that I heard as the cards came out. With the retail therapy, someone may go on a shopping spree. You may take someone on a shopping spree or vice versa. Something of that nature, like kind of balling out low key. That may come up for somebody. I heard with happy find and then anniversary confirmed it. You may have an anniversary, or you may have like this. I can't explain it. Like this, it's like your loyalty is reanimated for your lover. You know, like it's like something like, you know, you just really repassionate about your relationship if you're in one. Again, whether it's because you're and have an anniversary, or maybe they did something really sweet for you recently. You're just like, okay, this is bae, and I appreciate this person being in my life. Love to hear that. Otherwise, I think a lot of you are pretty like laid back. If you're a single Capricorn, you probably just like doing your thing, trying to see what comes in your fly trap. Okay, like getting to know new people, going out, celebrating. More, and for some of you, it may not be the center focus. It's almost like an added benefit. Like you're going out because you want to go out, but you know, if you meet a cute guy or girl, that's cool. Like that, something like that is going on. Because I think you may be out celebrating your win, whatever this is. You may be wanting to go out, maybe you just stretch your legs a little bit. So that may bring you into new people. So while it may not be on your mind, you may be happy to find it. Okay. I just heard a shopping trip with your friends or with somebody that you spend time with, a dinner. Okay, that maybe it's a social gathering that you go out for. Now, as far as this ego getting in the way in relationships, I could see it coming up, but not for a lot of you. I think very specifically, if it comes up, it's because you're worried about it. It's like it's outside of the relationship. You're more so worried about it there, and then you might bring it home. Or you might spend a lot of time talking about like what's bothering you. And so that's the only way to really affect the relationship. That's the only thing I could see. But otherwise, honestly, Capricorn is giving very lucky month. Just get out your head, my love. Okay? Thank you so much for watching this reading. I hope it resonated for you. And if it hasn't yet, give it a couple weeks. Sometimes it happens like that. And leave a comment and let me know. I hope you have an amazing September. Bye. Hey Aquarius, welcome to your September 2024 quick read. As you can see, we have a new oracle deck up here, and we're going to read the tea on you. So let's start there. Ignoring. And y'all know we got the cat there, because one thing a cat is going to do is ignore you, okay? Immediately when I see this card for you, Aquarius, I feel like it's one or two things. You are intentionally ignoring someone, or someone's intentionally ignoring you. On the opposite end, you are ignoring something within yourself, okay? And it may not be an intentional ignore, right? I don't think that you're like going out of your way to ignore something or someone. It just may be almost like a coping mechanism, like a natural reaction to something. So let's see what the cards say. First card out, Justice, Libra energy. Libra may be a significant person for you this month. It does not have to be, but then we have 5 of Cups upright. Okay. And then we also have the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. And I do want to mention a few things, random things that came up. As I said, Libra, Sun, Moon, or Rising, more so Sun, may be relevant to you. Court, legal things, anything where an outside government entity has to get involved may be relevant. A new city, considering a new city, looking off into the distance, like I guess yearning for something else or somewhere else may be relevant. And new clothes or wanting new clothes, patterned clothes. Let's get into it. So I'll right off the bat, even though we see justice, like I said, this may have something to do with a legal situation, and you may not like the outcome, right? You may feel like the outcome is very stingy, or it's very like one-sided, or it's just something that you don't agree with, right? And it can be vice versa as well. You may be fine with whatever the decision was, but you may not like you may be experiencing the other party or the other entity having an issue with whatever happened legally, okay? But another thing that's coming up, when we see justice is impartial. What are the facts and what's the most wise and necessary thing that can be done right now to make all parties happy, right? It's very impartial. And I feel like that may be the attitude and the energy that you're taking in life, like letting go and letting God, letting the facts be the facts, the truth be the truth, the situation be the situation. Like, you know, I'm gonna be calm, I'm gonna have my head on, which is a normal quote unquote Aquarius trait. You guys are known for kind of having a really good poker face, but I think there's something behind that poker face. I think we're disappointed. I think we're wallowing a little bit. I think we may be sad, maybe, you know, regretting something and wishing we had something, or, you know, could deal with something. But I think we may be using our normal coping mechanisms or our normal stale face, because sometimes we'll tell ourselves that we don't care, and then there are actions and behaviors that come out of us that show that we care. So for example, someone could say, I don't care about that, and then like go around the house slamming doors. Or like they're really irritable when people try to talk to them. Like stuff like that. I also think this may be you trying to, like, you may be pulling your energy back, you know. And I think that's another thing too with the Six of Pentacles. If you've been over giving or over understanding, or again, especially if it relates to money, if you've been giving someone a lot of leeway, you may this month be like, I'm not giving no more leeway. I'm calling my energy back. The Six of Pentacles in reverse is kind of a little bit more selfish centered, or noticing where your relationships are one-sided. So that may have something to do with your decision. It may not. No worries. You know, if it don't apply, let it fly. Y'all know what I say. But I think there's something along those lines. You're either pulling your energy back, or you're realizing the one-sided nature of someone else. Okay? And so you're kind of mirroring them. But there's something like that going on. It does give unbothered. I'm not gonna lie to you. You are accomplishing unbothered energy. I just wonder if it is going to ultimately keep you from what you need to like what you need to heal, and what you need to get what you ultimately really want. Like what's deep down. I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna move on to career. You know, you ever watch a scary movie or something and they say you have to know the demon's name in order to cast it out, right? You have to know your demon's name, Aquarius. You can't unbothered your way out of something, or just ignore your way out of something. Call it by name. Call the problem by name. This hurts my feelings. This annoys me. This person is a liar. This home is getting on my nerves. Like, call it. And then that way you can see the solutions moving forward. Okay, my love? So, moving into your career and finances, let's see what the money be like. What does Aquarius need to know about their finances and their career in the month of September? 2 cards. Light bulb. What does Aquarius need to know about their career and finances in September? Moon. Okay. So, light bulb. Lucrative ideas, new income source, inspiration. Careers could be entrepreneur, new job, creative work. Moon. Fleeting funds, unknown source, being guided. Career could be moonlighting, odd jobs, night shift, part-time. Okay. So, right off the bat, on one hand, I keep picking up this energy like you guys are letting yourself being guided. I think the Hanged Man should be here, because I think you're kind of letting go and letting God in to a degree. Which is a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful place to be, because you're not trying to control every aspect. But something just gives me like you may not be 100% comfortable, especially if money's not where you want it to be, or you're not making money from the source you want to make it from. Because sometimes money's fine, but it's like if you want to quit your job and be an entrepreneur full time, you might be a little annoyed that you got to keep going to work. You see what I'm saying? So there may be something like that. Like, I do think that you have an idea. I do think you have a goal, and I think that even this month it might turn on for you, right? But I think it's also a matter of like I said, something is under that. Like something's either uncomfortable, or like you're just ready to leave, or it's something about that, okay? So money could be either, I don't feel like it's stress though. I think it's enough. I think you're fine. And I think that you're bringing your ideas to life when it comes to your career and finances. I just wonder how satisfied you are, either with the amount or the type of job or whatever the case may be. You may want to move. I know I mentioned that earlier, looking at a new city. So you may want to move. Maybe it's like moving the job to somewhere else. That may be something that comes up. Do your research first before you decide that. Because sometimes it looks like the opportunity is better, but it may not be. And even if it is, you know what I'm saying, you still need a plan, right? We're still in the middle of a retrograde. We'll still be well into the pre-shadow, post-shadow, in September. So that's another thing to consider as well. Just making sure everything is in place before you make any decisions. But I do think that's a great place to be. Be guided, be inspired, and let the divine show you where you're supposed to go. Okay? But for some of you, you need to look for a new job. Not need to, but if it's making you miserable, or if it's not what you really want to do, and you can't, you're literally getting at your wits end with the shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, get a new one. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth your happiness. Okay? And if it's not the job, then now we have to find solutions for that. But again, call it by name. So let's get into your love and relationships. What is the zodiac sign Aquarius experiencing in their relationships in the month of September? One more. What is the zodiac sign Aquarius experiencing in their love and relationships in the month of September? What is zodiac sign Aquarius need to know about their relationships in September 2024? Spirit, thank you. First card out was, me and my ego. Pride or fear in the way, not contacting you but thinking of you often, replaying over in mind. Okay, and hello. Distant, distracted, deep in thought. Detached, aloof, not feeling it, find answers in music. Now what that say? Child, Aquarius, are you ignoring people? Who are you ignoring and why? What did they do? Okay, so there's some, I don't know how much of a social life you're having this month. I'm going to be honest with you, Aquarius. Of course, we have family members and friends and people that we frequently talk to. But there's either someone specific that you are literally ignoring or avoiding, or trying to get away from. Because you may not be able to avoid them, but you definitely may not be trying to have a lot of interaction with them. So that may be something that comes up. I think it does have something to do with pride. Again, if you felt like the relationship was one-sided, or if there's something that they did or said that you didn't really too much care for, that may be something that you're dealing with in the month of September. You're thinking about them, they're thinking about you. But I think whatever it was, one of you can't get over whatever that was, right? You're struggling to forgive or to even come to like a solution. You know how, like I said, something makes you uncomfortable and you just shut down. Not you, but people just shut down. Like, okay, I don't even want to deal with it anymore. Like, I don't even know if it's something that's been dealt with yet, because it's just like, I'm just not going to talk to you. For somebody specific, it's them not contacting you enough, or you feeling like they were being weird with you, so you're kind of returning the energy. So that's something that comes in. But I think you're just trying to figure things out yourself. So you may just have like an aloofness to you and just not really want to be too social this month, okay? Or at least not with the people you're not comfortable with, especially if you're having any ego issues. Again, for somebody specific, like if your situation is not what you want it to be. So like, for instance, if you're trying to save money, you may not want to go out with people who want to drink and party all night. You know what I'm saying? If your home is not in order, you may not want to have people over. Stuff like that. There might be a lot of sleeping too, my love. Like a lot of sleeping, a lot of lounging, a lot of I'm in my own bag, my own time sort of thing. Okay? Which will benefit you to move your life forward. But if it's like petty, like I said, call it by name. Then you'll find the solutions from there. Okay, my love? But that's all I am seeing for you, Aquarius. I hope you have an amazing September. If it's resonated for you, please let me know in the comments. And if it hasn't yet, give it a couple weeks and then come back and let me know. Okay, my love? Bye. Hi, Pisces. Welcome to your September 2024 quick read. Let's get into it. As you can see, we have a new oracle deck. So I'm going to read the T on you in the month of September. Let's start with that. First card is Obsessive Lover. Dangerous, toxic, unhealthy, possessive, karmic. What? Okay, so, I mean, there's that. You may be dealing with an obsessive lover this month. Pisces. And it doesn't even have to be a lover. It could be some sort of dynamic coming back to visit you this month. So keep your mind open for that. But let's see what comes out in these cards. So first card is Temperance. Okay, Sagittarius energy. That could be your sun, moon, or rising, or you can know someone with that placement. Oh, there goes a fire sign again. Knight of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And Six of Wands. Come on, girl. It's one of the best readings I've seen. Okay. I see why your this lover is obsessed. Okay, let's get into it. So, this month you may spend your time balancing everything out, Pisces, right? So if you have, like, if August was busy, or if you were like partying a lot, or if you were working a lot, or whatever you were doing that may have felt excessive, in the month of September we're drawing it back, but in a positive way. So even though you like again, some people they stop drinking because they got sick. If you stop drinking, because you wanted to, I don't know, focus on school, or maybe it's a requirement for a certain job. That's just an example. But my point in saying that is that you're just getting back balanced, right? Doing everything in moderation, practicing patience, practicing restraint, taking care of your loved ones, like getting back on whatever flow or whatever interest you were trying to achieve before. So you're still taking action with this Knight of Wands. You're still passionate. You're still interested in the things that you're interested in and going after your goals. But now you're doing it with more purpose and more intention, and you're not like taking on anything extra. You're not being drastic and dramatic, and you're just taking your time. And that's normally, I guess I always experience Pisces as being very dreamy. They have a lot of ideas. They're very sweet, very creative. But now I think this month you may be putting a lot of energy behind it and actually using it and finding ways to make those things come true. And this could look like anything. Doesn't have to be a career thing. Can be you wanted to decorate your home a certain way. You wanted to relax more, because I'm getting this energy of like you may overwork yourself. Like you may have a tendency to just go and not really think twice about it. So this month you may try to take a slower approach. Maybe you incorporate meditation, something so that you can keep your head level and you're not like so fast paced. But things are still happening. Six of Wands energy is great. You get a job. You get appreciated for something. Some type of victory or success. If you were looking for something to be approved, it gets approved. Like good things are coming in. It's a very good month. And that explains that karmic lover, okay? I do want to mention that, and maybe we'll get to that in the love portion, but I'm kind of getting the sense that they do want you back. And it doesn't even have to be an ex. Like I said, it can be a person. Whoever this is, they want you back because of the abundance that they see on you. They see that you're doing fine. They see that you're healthy. They see that you're happy. And so they want it. They want a piece of it, right? For somebody specific, you may have an ex or an ex-friend or even a family member come to you because they're in a bad situation. They've went bankrupt. Things are boring. Maybe whatever reason you guys stopped talking, they kind of put it on you. But now they're kind of coming back and they're like, oh, it wasn't you, it was me. And now they're trying to get in your good graces. But it was them all along. Like, they're the ones that are unhealthy, okay? They're the ones that are toxic, okay? Now, this can be vice versa now. I ain't gonna lie to you. But it could be vice versa, but I don't think that's the case. I think you're dealing with someone who has bad behaviors. You may want to help this person. You may want to get back involved with this person. You may want to fix it and solve it. I just wonder how much of a difference it's going to make. Okay? I'll say that. So don't try to control the outcomes of other people. Practice that restraint, because it may not work. For somebody specific, you may quit a habit because you're noticing like how it affects you. Okay? Or you want somebody in your household to quit very specifically. If they smoke a lot, drink a lot, like you may want them to quit because you see them like acting a mess. And another side, be careful about possessiveness, right? And like taking on an energy. And this is maybe how I experience it, but sometimes I've seen Pisces be a little intense about the people that they love. Of course, from a good place, but sometimes too much of a good thing can be a bad thing. So I want to say that. So anywho, let's get into the career and finances. What does the zodiac sign Pisces need to know about their career and finances in the month of September? What does the zodiac sign Pisces need to know about their career and finances? Okay. So Sword came out first. Money conflicts, cutting corners, breakthrough. Okay. Careers can be law and order, pay cut, defense, being fired. Top card came out, money blocks, being stuck, financially sound. But there are two more. So we have eggs, starting over, saving up, resources, nest egg. You can work in healthcare. You can get a new opportunity. You can work in insurance. You can work in travel, something water related. We have money skills, investor, taking risk, face value, exposure, reputation. Oh, and that makes sense with this. Okay. There's a couple things going on here, Pisces. So if it don't apply, let it fly. Y'all know what I say. I say it all the time. Careful about cutting corners this month. You may want to cut corners, or there may be somebody around you that wants to cut corners. But it's one of those situations where you have to do it right the first time in order for it to go right. Like, you know, like no point in cutting the corners just so that we have to revisit this whole thing again later. Like, please. So that may be something that comes up. You're practicing restraint. You're doing it the right way. They may not be. So that's another thing to consider. So there might be so many blocks because of that. Because you have to do it the right way. You may feel a little stuck in something that you want to bring. But like I said, with all this positivity, I don't think it's for long, right? I almost feel like your situation changes for the better. Even if you do have to start over, like I said, you're getting your money back right. You're saving up. You're relaxing more. Even if you have to do that, like, it kind of benefits you. Whatever went wrong benefits you in the long run. If you are into social media, you may have a viral moment, or like a video does well, some content that you put out does well with this Six of Wands cards, okay? You take a risk, you put up the TikTok, whatever, and boom, right? You talk to that one person about that one opportunity and they say yes, boom, right? So like it just goes in your favor. It's almost like whatever you quote unquote lost, you end up getting it back in some way. For somebody specific, your place of business may, like, they may do layoffs or pay cuts or something funny with your money. Like, they might come and say, like, okay, we're changing your insurance plan, but you notice that, like, it's a way worse deal. Even though that happens, again, something kind of works out. Okay? So there's, like, some good and bad here. I'm not going to lie to you. But I don't know, with all of these cards, I just don't feel like you're fully affected. You know what I mean? Like, things are, for the most part, things are good. Okay. Money works out. Career works out. You may be taking care of somebody. Like, you may have to help somebody this month financially. Now, hopefully not this toxic person. But you may have to help them out. And we'll see. Okay. Let's get into your love and relationships. What is the zodiac sign Pisces experiencing in their love and relationships in the month of September? First cut out, Sunshyne. Love to see it. Good vibes. So that's where your positivity is coming from. Good vibes. Things going well. The answer is yes. Positive attitude. Yeah. Uh-oh. Here's that sneaky person again. Alluring, seductive, enticing, mysterious, threatening, vindictive, rebellious. Okay, Pisces. Yeah, somebody's back. I hate to, I don't want to call this person names because I don't know this person, but it's giving very much HOE vibes. Like I said, if it's an ex of yours or maybe somebody creeping on your partner, like they just, like, they kind of got slimy energy. Like, it's intentional. If you think that they've changed, they have not, right? And you may want to see the good in them. It's not there. So be careful with them. Or believing them or letting them back in, especially if you're having a good, shiny, happy month. You feel good about yourself. You have a positive attitude. Don't let them shake you from what you're trying to do and from your goals, okay? Now, for some of you, you may embrace more of like a sexiness to yourself this month, but this is kind of unrelated. You may have a positive attitude overall this month, and that kind of shines into your social relationships. This is the only one I'm kind of worried about because what they up to. Sneaky, weird person. But otherwise, it's good vibes. There might be an event that you want to go to, or at least you're invited to. I would say, like, don't count yourself out. You might want to take advantage of this good energy. Okay, my love? But that is all I'm seeing for you, Pisces, in the month of September. Feel free to book a reading if you would like more detail. If this resonates for you, please leave me a comment. And if it doesn't quite yet, give it a couple weeks and then let me know. Okay? Have a great September. Bye, love.